lost lands, old hands, find a man, not a man, understand he's the daddy son of Sam, man, hey, they found the Lord of Pain. Dark words overheard, nipple twist, rug burn, demon bird, doom heard, me and Stevie Gutenberg, liar, in the lake of fire. Satan, can you hear us? We are on our way. I'd just like to give our praise today. That's the acolyte way.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. It sounds very tinny. What is going on? What?
So pro.
AlphaSync. Thanks to AlphaSync for the computers. Hey, next week we're giving away one of these chairs. Not exactly this one, but we're giving away a noble chair worth 400 quid.
Nice.
Giving it away. And they'll even send it out. We ain't going to do anything. They're going to post it. Oh, balls, come on. I still need more of me. They're going to post it next week, next Thursday. We're giving away a noble chair. Very noble chair. Does it sound tinny to you in your ears?
Something's... I sound deliciously bassy.
Hello. Because I've got my kids here. There. Hello. That'll do. Does that sound... I don't care what you think. Where is James Bond? It's his birthday. 90 years today. Not those.
Oh.
It's the old James Bond doing it the old-fashioned way.
Where is... Oh.
Go on, you got to start, you got to go with it.
Where is the birthday bond? 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 Where is?
Birthday bond.
Where is? I don't know.
Where is Birthday Bond? He's 90 years old today, guys. Can you see Sean Conneris? Sean Conneris is hiding somewhere. Can you spot him? I can see him.
Is that Sean Conneris?
Shall we have a little look, see if that's Sean Conneris?
Yes.
Let's have a little look. Do-do-do-do.
Oh, my God.
Do-do-do. There is Sean Conneris. And that is him dressed up for his 90th birthday party.
You can tell he's got his birthday boots on.
He's got his birthday bonus. Happy birthday, Sir Sean, the most miserable actor ever to play the part of James Bond. And he goes up on the Bond shelf there. And we just put him, there we go. He's on air, on the Bond shelf with those two other Bonds. There we go. Thank you, Sir Sean. Thank you, Sir Sean. We
it's
respect...
a very bulgy Bond.
Bulgy Bond. So I'm going to get my hair all lopped off tomorrow because I've had enough of it.
Weren't you just saying yesterday that it was primo?
Yesterday was primo. Today it just tipping point.
It's gone over.
Who's it? Malcolm Gladwell. Yesterday primo. Today Malcolm Gladwell.
Oh.
So it is gone. So I'm going to get my hair cut tomorrow morning. We went out, me and the boys are here. Thank you everyone who watched me streaming with my youngest today. And I said, right, we were just playing Fall Guys. Right? And I said, right, if anyone donates money to the PayPal, the boy gets it.
Oh, nice.
Thinking we get 2 or 3. At 100 quid, I had to turn it off because I thought this is not right.
No.
This is not right.
You'll only spend it on tattoos and booze anyway.
Exactly. So thank you everyone. Terrible wind. Thank you everyone who supported my youngest, Kevin, today. And he split the money with Alan, the older brother. So thank you everyone. Really, very, very generous. And we were all blown away. I was blown away. It's so kind. It's so kind. Also more than we get. But it was so kind, and he was just over the moon with that. So thank you guys. You made an idiot's day.
Yeah, and they now consider themselves pro streamers.
Pro streamers. Benji Clay confirmed Ian's son is better than him at Fall Guys. Can we time Benji Clay out for 2 minutes, please? 2 minutes, because it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. 2 minute timeout for Benji Clay, please. Mods, because... and also, everyone said it was a very nice... It's the wind from the chimney, listen.
It's wind whistling.
It's blowing out there. Everyone said it was just a very nice, chilled stream. Even Ollie didn't swear. And it was a very nice...
Is Ollie a potty mouth?
Very potty mouth.
Oh, I thought...
That wasn't a joke. Can we time that guy out for 2 minutes, please? Benji Clay. I want a 2 minutes. It's not a joke. I do not joke about times out. Thank you very much indeed, Matty. And thank you, Lance. Matty got there first. But everyone said it's very nice, chilled... no, we're not, Barry, we're not using your AlphaSync logo. We've gone back to the original logo, the actual real AlphaSync logo. So thank you for that. Everyone said it's very nice, chilled, stream, and it was all very lovely, and people enjoyed it. There's something not right with this setup, and I know that my eldest was playing with it, but I don't think he would have fiddled with anything. These are all set like that. If I do, that's just tipping on the gain. Okay, this just doesn't sound right. Catherine, do you want to tell the boys and girls, the ladles and jelly spoons, where we are, who we are, what this is?
My name is Catherine Boyle.
Prove it.
And, well, no, I don't have to prove anything to you. This is Iain Lee.
Hi there.
We've been working together for some time, normally.
Hi there.
Yeah, on the radio. And now we're not on the radio, now we're here.
So windy.
In the same way as our show on the radio, we kind of go without any script whatsoever. So if you want to ring us up about whatever it might be, you're welcome to do so. And the details are just there.
Who is our special guest this evening?
Miss Jennie McAlpine.
Oh, star of screen.
Yes.
And stage, probably, actually. Probably stage.
I'm sure she's done all kinds of things. Mm-hmm. She was also in the jungle with this guy.
Aye.
And she wasn't one of that lot.
She was one of the nice people. What is this? I don't want this. I'm trying to open up Skype.
So that's why we hold her in our hearts very, very fondly, and we're going to speak to her. And when are we speaking to her? In half an hour?
10 o'clock, we're going to speak
10 o'clock.
to Jenny.
Yes.
Phone lines is open. Call.
You can talk about whatever you fancy. You can sing to us. You can do a daft voice. Sky's the limit, really.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you fancy. We can listen to the wind whistling down your chimney if that's what floats your boat.
Let's wait and see.
Yeah. Oh, where's my bell?
There you go. Do you want to take this call?
There's yours. Hello, caller. Hey, Alistair, what's going on? Yes. Can't hear him.
Oh, hang on. I can't. I always forget. There we go. Thank you.
Now is the perfect time to ask that question. Now we've turned your volume up, Alistair. Hit me.
Oh, hang on. We can't hear you for some reason. What is going on? Try now.
Nope. Hang on a second, Alistair.
No.
There's something amiss.
Just keep talking. Tell us what you have for breakfast.
What do you have for breakfast, Alistair? What else did you have? What did you have on your toast? No, carry
No, it's
on.
not that. It's me.
Oh, is it?
I need you to talk, Alistair.
What did you have on your toast? Blimey. Oh, yeah. Not yet. Carry on. So, you talk to me. We'll work it out. So, obviously, last time we spoke, you were still kind of coming to terms with the news that you got diabetes type 2, right?
Yes.
So, where are we now?
Well, I'm in a much better position now because I've gone through that stage and I'm now got a plan and I'm trying to do as much walking as I can. I did 4 miles yesterday and about half of that today. So I'm trying to get out most days. Obviously, the weather today wasn't.
What?
What are you doing?
Wasn't that great.
What? Oh, I'm bleeding. What is that? Am I bleeding?
Yeah, you're such a weirdo.
Am I bleeding? Am I bleeding?
No.
Oh my goodness!
What you chewing on? You're disgusting.
Is it movie fake blood?
No, it's not.
Well, if it's
Why
not,
would I do that? I'm not in a movie.
if it's not, it's very, very red.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my
Do you want
goodness!
tissue?
I'm going to go and clean myself up.
Absolute. You're disgusting.
Bleeding. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm going to clean myself up. You talk to Alistair.
Oh, God.
It looks as though he's in a.
Anyway, Alistair, back to
vampire.
your health problems. Flipping heck. Chooses his moment,
Yeah.
doesn't he, to have a moment?
Looks as though he's in a vampire movie or something.
Yeah, in a really old vampire movie before they'd perfected special effects.
Hammer House of Horror.
The Ham House.
But yeah, so the reason I was ringing tonight, Catherine, a couple of weeks ago, I think that you were in a state of flux because you were getting all sorts of callers and some regular callers, including myself. And I've been considering whether or not to ring because maybe I've been ringing too often.
Sorry, guys.
And
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, Alistair. Wow. You've ruined your T-shirt with that. Oh, why are you dribbling still into your beard?
I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to come and do the show.
Wipe your chops.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, Alistair.
Alistair's, we're having a sensitive moment here, and there's you bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, okay. You deal with his emotional health. I'll deal with my own physical health. Jesus.
Alistair was worried he was ringing too much.
No, shut up, man.
If you were ringing too much, we'd let you know.
Who do you think you are, Rainbow George? Not at all.
yeah. Yeah,
Anyway,
I mean, I
it's
just
sweet
wondered.
of you to have that thought, because a lot of people don't.
Yeah, I just wondered if it was a bit like becoming an addiction for me to ring.
No, different thing. I wouldn't class this as an addictive. Oh dear, I wouldn't class that. No, I don't. No. Well, only you can answer that. I'm answering it for you. Only you can answer that. I don't know
so.
about this.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. Whatever you think.
Yeah. Anyway, I suppose the be-all and end-all is I shall ring, not every night.
All right, well, that's up to you, Alistair.
You ring whenever you
Okay.
want. You ring whenever you want, and I mean that most sincerely.
But I really enjoyed your stream today, Ian, with
With the boy, that's
children.
very kind. Thank you. I was worried people would. Well, I wasn't worried at all. He really wanted to do it, and but I thought people will come. See, there's no camera. See, it's me and my kid, and would go. But we had about 180 people for most of the stream, between 160, 180. It was beautiful, and apparently a lot of people, Alistair, enjoyed it. Thought it was a really chilled, sweet stream.
It makes a change, doesn't it, from people shouting
It
and
does.
saying knickers?
It does.
It
Knickers,
just-
knockers, and
it
big
just-
wobbly boobs.
It's just nice to hear you and the kids having fun. Really, it was special.
Yeah. Thank
Makes a
you, mate.
change.
That's
normally,
very kind.
Normally you're shouting at them and putting them in cupboards.
Alistair, thank you so much. Take care.
Cheers.
Tutty bye. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I've quelled the bleeding. You'll be pleased to hear.
What a relief.
I've quelled the bleeding. Hello, Neil.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm all right. Oh, is this going to be the exciting HQ?
HR.
right.
HQ.
I thought I'd come back in then, so let me just mute the other screen. So I wanted to share a little bit of HR stuff with you. Now, I don't know if you've got a way of screen sharing. Can you Google Bradford Factor, right?
Jesus.
Okay.
Okay.
Bradford
Homework.
Factor, right?
Yeah.
This is a statistical thing that they do
It's a
for.
formula used by HR departments to calculate the impact of employees' absences on the organisation.
Oh,
There
right.
you go.
Okay.
All right. Now, what happens is, have you ever heard of the phrase Friday Monday syndrome or Monday Friday syndrome? Where
No, because I've never had a job.
So the thinking is that if employees want to take a long weekend off, what they used to do was take the Friday off as a sickie,
Yeah.
have their weekend off, and have a Monday off as a sickie.
Beautiful.
So and then so the frequency of these absences cause a major disruption to workplaces, right?
Can I just say, by the way, Neil, the chat is kicking off. I hate the Bradford Factor. Bradford Factor is BS. The Bradford Factor, no! Boo to the
Right.
I've never even heard of this.
No, I haven't.
Everyone's getting aggressive.
Shorty McStumpy is furious about it. Bradford Factor, a.k.a. you might as well take a longer time off sick.
Exactly. exactly. So if you have an employee that's off for a whole week, it scores less on the detrimental detrimental sort of effect to the
Right.
business. Whereas the people that are taking single days off and pulling sickies
Yes.
increases the rate. So there's a graphic that you can find on Google. It's a beige looking graphic. I was going to send it to you, but now that we've chatted, let me just see if I can send it, because I had it in the chat. Here we are. I can send it to you. So I don't
All
know
right.
if you'll
This
be
is
able
the Bradford.
So
There we go. The Bradford Factor. This is it, guys. You thought you were tuning in for fun. No fun tonight.
Glad you're joining us tonight, because we've got
Lectures.
something we need
So-
to learn.
the ad hoc days on the right-hand side have a score of 252. But
Right.
those that take longer days off, it scores only 28. So it's
No
less
idea what
disruption.
any of this
Less
means.
disruption
Okay.
on the
Yes.
workplace, right?
Yes.
Now, the point that I want to get to is, right, I wonder if, with everyone going back to work now, right, whether the Bradford factors, sicknesses, of pulling a sickie and having a day off, I've
Yes.
got a bit of a sniffle and a bit of a cold, people are going to reduce from doing those because they'll be told, well, you've got to stay home for 14 days
Well, that's
under self-isolation stuff.
that's a good point
Yeah.
made with illustrations.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of this means. I'm sitting here on what is
So-
50% my show. 50% I own this.
So
I've got no idea what's going on. But Catherine, who's
productivity,
dressed
it
up for the
affects-
part,
it affects productivity.
yes.
So if there's less interruption, so the score of 28 is less interruption to the workflow of the business. The people that, in a workplace that would pull a sickie has a detrimental effect on the productivity of the workplace, right? So the point that I'm trying to raise is if I wonder if there'll be less of pulling a sickie or the Monday, Friday, extension of,
What's the point in pulling a sickie if you've been off work involuntarily for 5 months? People will want to work, won't they?
No.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I'm really bored.
I don't want to work. I want to watch more movies.
Really?
And complain
Yeah.
about being bored. Yeah, I don't want to work.
Okay.
Why would you want to work?
There you go. Well, it was a little sort of light bulb moment. I wonder if there's going to be less people pulling sickies, because which are fake, fake illness, fake days off in a sense that have a bait. And actually, I wonder if businesses will be more productive. But there you go.
Well, that's something to muse on, isn't it?
It's something to muse on. And
Thanks, Neil.
Thank you very much indeed, Neil. I appreciate that. I genuinely didn't understand it, but I'm dumb. I'm a dumb guy. Thank you for that, Neil. Me and the boys went out to a sit-down restaurant with cutlery for the first time since March. I
Also
guess.
known as...
Nando's.
Yes.
We'd been to a Five Guys when we were on holiday, but because it was empty, and it was empty. But we went to Nando's, and it was kind of like a fact-finding mission to see what it was like. I think this is the last week you can suck off Rishi Sunak with Eat Out. Is it Eat Out, Suck Me Off?
Eat Out to Help Out.
Eat Out to Help Out. So we went.
Yeah.
But now, where we are, there's a Nando's next to a gourmet burger kitchen, closed down, next to a Wagamama's. The queue for Wagamama's was huge. It was right back to the David Bowie Memorial.
Excuse me, didn't Wagamama's used to be all benches with people sitting with strangers? And
Yeah, it
that?
still is. But you have gaps between you and you have partitions now. This is what it is now. The new eating out is gaps between tables and partitions.
Yeah.
I'm kind of cool with that. And I
Right.
know you've got reservations. We'll get
Well,
to
I haven't. I've not been going.
Well done. Very, 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 very quick. So we went, saw the queue for Wagamama's, and then for Nando's, everything is QR codes now. My phone doesn't do QR codes automatically, so I had to download a QR app. So outside Nando's, there's a QR code, and you scan it, and it then says, right, you are fourth
Right.
in line. And the guy came out and said, it's going to be about an hour. And
What, for the fourth in line?
yeah. And I said, all right, we'll wait. So we went and the boys went and played around a bit, and we sat in the car and stuff. And then I was this is where I should have, parents know best. After an hour, and we were second in line, I said, do you know what? I think maybe we should just order a takeout and take it home. And my youngest started sulking. And I went, all right, we'll wait. means I was almost late for the show tonight. Means the show almost was a Catherine Boyle solo special.
Yeah. But that Nando's wasn't going to eat itself.
So we got in about an hour and a half. They sat me right in the window, and what's embarrassing is there was a big queue out there, and everyone in the queue recognised me. So it was like free tickets to the zoo to watch the idiot eat. Catherine, can you? A hopeful says, can you do the Oliver Hardy tie ruffle, please? Oh, hang on, we need a little bit more.
What, this one?
Okay, we got it. You got it. And so then we went in, and I knew the lady on the door because we ordered a takeout from there a few months ago, and she recognised me. We had selfies and stuff like that. And they've all got the PPE and the masks and all of that. And they sat us down, and now you have a QR code, and my battery on my phone was dying. You've got a QR code on the table, so you order it all from the table, and they bring it over. It was all right. Sorry, the kids are fighting. It was all right. It was all right. We ate too much food. The big chips at Nando's are massive. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. It was all right.
Was it a relaxing treat?
I was getting stressed because I was worried I wasn't going to make it back in time for this.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking I was an idiot for not getting there earlier and stuff like that. So I'm a little bit windy. Pops. But the food was good. The service was great.
Yeah.
I said to...
Are they back to doing the announcement of the chicken?
No. But you don't leave your table now. They basically they come to you.
Okay, good.
Which is great. Which is about time, Nandos. And I spoke to a young waitress who she was being so helpful, and they'd forgotten one of my burgers, but it was hectic as hell in there, and there was a big queue, and everyone was getting a bit stressed. And she said, "I'm really sorry." I said, "It doesn't matter. It's fine. Bring it whenever you can." I said, "How are you finding this?" She said, "It's weird." She said, "It's weird and it's really stressful, and people are getting..." She said, "I'm sure you're stressed." I said, "You know what? I'm not. I'm finding this fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm finding this fascinating as a historical, social history. I'm finding it fascinating."
But I bet not everyone's as chilled out about it as you.
No. I left a healthy tip because for
Good.
some reason as well in Nando's, I don't think this was Rishi Sunak. We got 50% off. 50%'s a lot, so it went from 60 to 30.
All right.
Which is 50%. So I left a healthy tip. Healthy tip. Hello, caller.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Kath.
Hello.
It's Aaron the Smiths on the Twitch page.
Hello, Aaron the Smiths on the Twitch page. Nice to put a voice to the handle.
I just wanted to say that I don't know if Ian's aware that today is the 18th anniversary of I'm a Celeb first launching.
Are you aware of that?
I am unaware of that, but how wonderful that we should have two of the biggest stars of I'm a Celebrity on this show this evening.
And I don't know if you ever remember when it first launched. The first person out of that jungle
to win was
experience.
Tony Blackburn.
No. It was Uri Geller.
Oh, he was the first one out. Was that the year that Tony Blackburn won, though, with the log?
Yeah, that was the year Tony Blackburn won.
Yeah.
And I interviewed Uri Geller. I worked for the local Jewish newspaper in this area, in the London area, at the time, and got the opportunity to interview him. So it's quite an interesting time. He actually thought that the show wouldn't do as well as what he expected. He got more out of the show than he thought even back then. I mean,
can I just say, while you're talking about this, we have 666 viewers. How messed up is that? That is some freaky shiz going on.
We need to put the
Get a screen grab of
on.
that, Kath. Get a screen grab, quick, before it goes. Screen grab. Quick. Boom, we got it. Wow. Wowzers. We're talking about Uri Geller. Can you do your magic click? I'll do it.
Get your spoon down.
He's nice, Uri. I like Uri. I think it's a crock of, whatever.
I agree.
Did he bend the spoon for you?
Yeah, but I don't believe in all that.
Some trick, isn't it? He's done it for me. It's some trick.
Do you remember when he was on, was it GMTV or something, and he tried to mind bend you through the TV? Like, you'd have to go right up close.
He was always mind bending everybody through the TV. That's why we had him kicked out of the country.
Well, when I worked on a local radio station, my colleague was waiting for his wife to have their first baby, right? And Uri Geller got the whole of Milton Keynes, all the ones that were listening to our radio show, to join together, transmitting positive vibes and saying, Give birth. Give birth.
Give birth.
And do you know what, Aaron? He did.
What? He gave birth?
She did.
I just wondered if there was a...
He did that, and she did that.
Did you end a story about a woman giving birth with he did? Flipping
I certainly did.
Yes, at Aaron the Smiths on the Twitch page.
I often ask you on the chat, do you still speak to Shappy?
Yeah, I speak to Shappy. I texted her about 3 or 4 weeks ago, yeah.
Because that was another odd fact that I found out, that there's only a day between you in birthdays.
Yes, her birth. She's on the 8th, isn't she?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a source of fascinating facts. I live for facts.
Well, no. I may correct you if I may. You're the source of fact. But Shappy, I like Shappy a lot. Shappy and Jenny are the only ones from the jungle that I speak to. We'll get Shappy's. I think I've asked Shappy on the show at some point, but yeah, yeah, I like Shappy a lot. We'll get her on the show.
Right. I'm glad you had a good Nando's.
Thank you, mate.
No farting.
No, well, that's okay. That's by the by. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you.
I don't think even Uri Geller could manage that one.
286 6370 is
Don't fart. Don't fart.
Don't fart. Don't fart. I did a terrible sketch
and
show.
he did.
I did a terrible sketch show. Bob Mortimer wrote when me and Mackenzie were Darren Brown and Uri Geller.
Oh, who is who?
Have you seen it? You've seen the sketch?
No.
Oh, it's awful. It was a big ITV show. It was on over Christmas.
I've seen you and Mackenzie doing Steptoe.
It was the same show.
But I haven't seen
the all-star celebrity impression show or something. Eamon Holmes doing Elvis Presley on there. Have you not seen? It's probably not even on YouTube. It might be on my channel actually. Let's have a little look. It was terrible, but it was Bob Mortimer. You know what are we going to say? Iain Lee Uri Geller. It's the all-star impression show. It's but is it part of that or is that?
Of suggestion.
Here we go.
Have I never seen this?
Oh, it's terrible. Absolutely shocking. So this
is Bob's idea.
Written by Bob, yeah, and it was a big ITV show and it flopped miserably. So it's me and Mackenzie as Darren Brown and Uri Geller.
Hi, my name's Darren Brown, and this evening, using a combination of suggestion, illusion, psychology, paraplegia, and twaddle, I'm going to show you how the human mind...
I may have blacked up here, I'm just remembering.
...can be harnessed to manipulate the physical world. To wit, the broken lock on this toilet door.
Who is that?
It's me, Darren. Is that?
Do it again!
Who is that?
Oh, dearie me. Oh, dear.
It's me, Darren. How the human mind can be harnessed to manipulate the physical world. To wit, the broken lock on this toilet door.
Who is that?
It's me, Darren. Is that Uri Geller?
Yes. How do you do, Darren?
What are you doing?
I'm telepathically communicating with my extraterrestrial spirit guide.
Your door's stuck, isn't it?
Yes, but only because I told it to become stuck. What are you up to, Darren?
I'm going to open the locked door of this cubicle using a mixture of suggestion.
There's another 42 seconds of this, by the way, guys.
Are you doing a voice in this?
Yes, I'm doing a voice. Oh, it was such a bad show.
Psychology, magic, and codswallop.
You're stuck as well, aren't you, Darren?
No way. Okay, here we go. And it's Darren.
That's quite funny.
How's it going in there?
Nearly. It's going to open.
I can feel it. Something is definitely going to happen.
That was quite good.
Something is definitely going to happen. The plane!
It's borderline, isn't it?
Nearly. It's going to open.
I can feel it. Something is definitely going to happen.
Did you not see that coming?
No!
to say the audience were not that enthusiastic. This is. I won't show this, but this is.
I thought this was good.
No, it wasn't.
To my new home and to freedom from that dirty old man. Freedom!
He's good but he's always good.
Oh my God, she's here. Do come in, my darling. The door is open.
So anyway, I didn't get back here until very, very late. Thank you, Matty. And I'm discombobulated. I feel stressed when it wasn't going to make the show, and oh man, alive! I just feel, a little bit out of it. A little bit out of it. How many ads? In fact, I'm so out of it. How many ads have we done in this break, guys? Does anyone know? Does anyone know? Helena, it's all about the Leons, the Benjamins. It's all about the Benjamins. And your last name is Leon. It's all about the Benjamins. We've had 2, have we, Dodgy? Thank you very much indeed. What's this? Anything you want viewers to call about? No, just call in, Dan P.
Yes, anything.
Feeling very post-Nando quiet. Very post-Nando. Hello, Dan.
Silent Dan. Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Dan.
Okay, goodbye, Dan. Okay, that was Dan there.
Apparently. But I'm kind of sad that I missed the dining out experience, because it is going to be.
That's what it's like. That's what it's going to be like for a year, at least 2 years. Come out. You've got to book it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But you can only book it when you're there, which
and
is not ideal.
It sounds like you need to have basically the whole night in front of you.
Yeah, I am thinking of going to the pictures on Friday.
Are you?
Yeah, because I really want to see Tenet. I really want to see it, and I'm probably I want to see what the cinema has put in place, and I'll probably go. I think I'm feeling a whole lot better around all this stuff.
What, because of tonight, or
in general? I've got my gel.
Yeah.
I've got my mask. Right. I'm not.
You've got good hand hygiene.
Got good hand hygiene. And what is it? I'm being sensible. I'm saving lives and keeping the NHS free. Is that what we're doing? I just feel.
I'm not sure what we're supposed to be doing now.
I just feel that. What do I feel? I do feel more confident about stuff. Maybe I'm buying into maybe I'm being hypnotized by the press. Maybe I am, and that is a distinct possibility. I'm being manipulated. I am really, really scared of catching COVID. I'm really scared. I might have had it. I don't know. I'm really scared of catching it. Because you know me, Catherine. If I get it, I'm going to be very ill for a long time. I'm that kind of guy.
I suspect we had it when we were at Talk.
But we don't know.
And also, it doesn't mean we wouldn't get it again.
No, exactly. So I'm worried about catching it. But I also want to go to the pictures. And I think if I go on my own, or if you wanted to come, which I know you don't.
Friday, I've got to do a podcast. Otherwise, I might have thought about it.
What podcast?
I'm doing the thing, the Standard Issue podcast.
Oh, you're doing that now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Don't risk it, says Ollie. Well, Ollie, of course, speaks with experience of having had it for months and being one of those people that's not been able to shake it off yet. I'm sure you will at some point, but it's one of the people that's Ollie, that's almost a bannable offence. It's not on. The movie is not on Pirate Bay, and I do not in any way. No, mate. So I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm not going to parties. I'm not going to boozers. I'm not. I would go to a socially distanced cinema. What on earth is going on here? Is this guy urinating?
This is a Roger, and I don't know why he's at this strange angle, but I'm not going to question
I feel like I'm about to be made love to, whether I want it or not.
I feel like I'm about to be shorn.
The only way I can hold the iPad and be able to see you as well.
We can't hear you, though.
You can't hear me.
There we go. Now you're getting angry and shouting. Yes. That's the television controller you're holding, I think. Don't speak into that.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's much better, yes.
Oh, God, I hate myself on camera, but I thought I'd treat everybody to my horrible
I'm loving the hat, cowboy.
I thought I'd treat everybody to the hat, because I know Catherine likes it.
I love a hat. That looks like a jungle hat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and ignore Ollie. Ignore Ollie. We all know Ollie's criminal past with the.
Well, we were thinking Ollie found £10 and kept it, and we think maybe this is God's wrath or wrath, as we say in this country. Could be God's wrath.
But I don't know whether I'd risk it. I would love to see Tennant, but I don't know.
But things are slightly different for you, in as much as you are partially sighted. So I would imagine, Roger, and tell me if I'm wrong, that I can go into a cinema and I can go to and I don't have to touch anything. I won't touch anything I don't have to touch. I'd imagine would you be slightly more reliable on your hands?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, especially if it is a bit dark. I'd feel like the seats sometimes. Yeah. It's finding the right seat as well. That's great fun.
Yeah. I remember in the before times that was a big concern, to try and find your seat without making too much of a kerfuffle.
Yeah, in the before times.
And now?
Yeah, now I'd be very nervous about going in. I'd love to see the film though, but I wouldn't take Ollie's method.
No, we wouldn't do anything illegal. And here's the thing: someone said that cinema isn't a risk at all, and someone said, well, that things are increasing, cases are increasing, so give it a couple more weeks. So, and that's it. No one knows, but lots of people say it as though it is fact.
Well, it's because we're all holding on to whatever piece of knowledge gives us comfort, isn't that right? You know, we're all powerless in this, so anything that gives you a little bit of hope that we might have some way of protecting ourselves is what we cling on to.
I think I might go to the pictures and I will ask them, and I'll see or ask them, how many have you sold and how much does it hold? How many have you sold and how much does it hold?
And how close will the closest person be?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that sounds like a sensible precaution. The most sensible thing would be to stay at home, obviously. But maybe I think we're going to have this for another 2 or 3 years, you know, so what do you do?
I hope you're wrong.
I'm never wrong on the length of pandemics, Roger. You should know that by now. Track record.
When this first started, I thought this was Iain being typically Iain when he was like, "Oh, they're going to shut us down. It's going to be terrible. People are getting," and I was like, "Okay, right, yeah, well let's see." Because
first off, we both laughed at it, as I did with SARS and those
because
things.
Bird flu and SARS and all that stuff, they gave us the hard sell, and then thankfully it never got to us.
But I picked this up quicker than you did, but quite a way. Even in Cardiff, that show we did, and I wouldn't touch anybody.
Yeah.
And you were French kissing them.
I can't help myself. I love the Welsh.
But as an example, my dad was on the shielding list because of his age and because he's had a kidney transplant. He had one of his renal appointments at the hospital yesterday, and he asked them about what he should do, and they have advised him to keep doing what he's doing, even though shielding's lifted. They've said you're better off limiting your contact and avoiding people. They said that, all right, you can go to your daughters as long as you're social distance, but I wouldn't recommend you go to other places.
Also, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed from March.
And I remember vividly them giving us like 5 points, wasn't it? This is what it will take for it to all be over, and it included a vaccine.
Excuses. I really wish Iain would stop saying we're going to be stuck with it for years. I think we're going to be stuck with it for years. I think we're going to be certainly stuck with it. I said pretty much from day one we're going to have this for 3 years, we're about. I would say that Christmas, New Year is is the end of year one, because it was all kicking off around then anyway.
I'm hoping it won't be at the same extreme level for many years, but I think our lives won't ever really go back to the way it was before.
I'm going to carry on wearing a mask.
Oh, yeah?
I like wearing them. I like wearing a mask. It makes me feel more confident as a human being, and I look fit. I look fit in a mask. I think I might have. I look fit in a mask. Here we go. Let's show the ladles and jelly spoons, the boys and girls.
Frog.
Oh, let me show you. Hang on, I've got a new mask. Let me show you. Hang on.
I definitely don't enjoy wearing a mask, but
no.
I went shopping today and I came back absolutely boiling.
Yeah, there is that. But
I'll do it.
Exactly. I'll do it because, at the moment, my mum has not been very well. And it's not even about me, because, I hear loads of people saying, yeah, but it's never, statistically, your age group aren't going to get it and younger people aren't going to get it. Yeah, but I could pass it on to my mum.
Yeah, exactly. I said I could pass it on to my dad, so that's the main reason I'm wary about. Oh.
Isn't that supposed to be mine for my birthday?
Yeah, but I've been wearing it so much now that I
probably best not, eh?
You probably best not.
Yeah. Make sure it's washed at least, Catherine.
That's all right. I don't think I want it.
Someone do a picture of this.
To light it up. No, this afternoon was an absolute joy.
Thank you, mate. That's very kind. It was lovely. You're all so kind to my boy, and he enjoyed playing with you a lot.
They're both a credit to you, to be honest. It's just their reaction to the little, the donations. It's like that. Just I was sat there grinning. I really was.
It made their day, because they, streaming is where it's at. That's what they all watch. They don't watch telly. They're watching streamers now in there, so they can start till 10 and watch some streamers. And so suddenly get money, and completely unrealistic example of how streaming works. But you were all so kind, and you and Ollie and Amy, who were playing with us, and everybody who donated. May God bless you. Thank you. It was fun. And I like playing Fall Guys with my kids. It's the best game to play with your kids. You can scream and you shout and you go, oh no, what have you done? And it's just a joy.
I got given bits for the first time by a complete stranger the other day, and it was like, what? Why are you giving me? Why? It was only like 5 bits, but I'm like, what? Why are you giving me bits?
Why are you doing it? Roger, we have to go because we've got adverts to do.
Yeah, no worries.
Peace and love, tutty bye. Thank you very, very much indeed. There was a real. Everyone was so kind to me and my boy today, and it was a real joy to. I haven't got any of this stuff. Look, I'm so unprepared for tonight's show. Isn't that awful of me? Absolutely awful of me. Where is all of my Word documents gone? I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't understand Word anymore, because it doesn't save it on your computer. It saves it up in the clouds. So you don't have it. I can't look.
I haven't engaged the cloud. I don't trust it.
I don't want it, but I can't do it any other way. It just will not allow me.
Tell you who I do trust.
Oh, she is a professionalis. Who do you trust?
Harsh Singh with my financial well-being. HF Singh & Co Limited are our newest sponsors. It's just one guy, but what a guy. Harsh Singh, he's been an accountant for donkey's years, working in corporate for the most part. He does individual clients now as well, and he wants to help you out with your financial management. He started as a favour to a dentist, is that right?
That's right, yeah, that's the story.
And he's got beautiful, beautiful teeth, so draw your own conclusions. He can sort out your tax returns for you, because it's a mire, isn't it? An absolute mire if you're self-employed, and a lot of people are worried about their finances at the moment. Harsh Singh is a solutions man, so give him a shout and he'll help you out.
And we've got a jingle for him as well.
Have we?
Yeah, we have now. It goes like this.
gone so crazy. Lately, nothing seems to be going right. So low, why'd you have to get so low? You're so, you've been waiting in the sun too long. But if you
Harsh.
Sing.
Harsh.
Sing.
Oh, he does the scene.
Oh.
Travis is doing the scene. He did this. Harsh. Hang on.
You've been waiting in the sun too long. But if you
Harsh. 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 Try that again.
I think we just need to.
Here we go. Harsh. 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 There we go. So he's got a jingle.
Yes, mate.
He's got.
Yes. He's also got loads of Twitter followers now.
How many's he got now?
Well, I'd say loads.
He had 16 last night.
So let's just check. HF Sing Co, right?
He's a really good accountant, and we're having a laugh. But
He's a rubbish tagger, but not quite as bad as me.
He's just HF Song. He's HF Song Sing. He is a really, really good accountant, and looking at kind of the smaller things. So maybe you're a small business. Maybe you're a that was it. Maybe you're just a lone wolf. 38 followers, beautiful. We doubled his followers from last night, and I know that at least 3 people have got in touch with him. Send him an email, drop him a line. He will help you out. So will these guys. I want to find a way of linking Harsh with Sommers, with Gregorian, with Poseidon. There's got to be a way of linking them all up.
It's all about tidying up.
Go on.
It's all about tidying up.
Talk to me, Catherine. Educate me.
Tidy up your tax affairs and your financial mess. Harsh Sing. Sort your bins out. The Sommers boys.
Yeah.
Sort out the wreck of your marriage. Gregorian. Sort out the mean streets of Devon and Cornwall. Poseidon. Tidying up.
Yeah.
Forget Mary Kondo.
Yeah, forget her.
Forget her. Get these guys in.
They will help you out. They've got a switch and save deal scheme going on at the moment.
That's Sommers.
That's Sommers. I'm sorry, I'm just checking because I think Jenny might be in the waiting room for the meeting. I'm worrying, did I say 10:30 or 9? Anyway, they've got a switch and save, and if you think that they could, maybe you're paying too much, maybe it's all a bit of a mess, your kind of cleaning situation with your company, get in touch with Sommers Waste Solutions and have a chat with them. They reckon they can save you a few quid. Mm-hmm. Poseidon Safety Management, welcome. It's always a joy to talk about Nick and Zeus and the team. It's a thrill to have you on board, working in Devon and Cornwall to make the streets of Devon and Cornwall a whole lot safer. They don't just turn up and go home. At the start of the coronavirus, they offered free patrols for local pubs. At the start of lockdown, they gave free security to a school that had been broken into. And all of the dogs and handlers are trained in-house by their trainers, who all either have a police or a military background. If you've got to pick one, who are you going to pick, the police or the military?
Military.
I think I would probably go on your side. I think they're probably like a little bit less racist. So dogs and handlers undergo constant assessment and continual training to ensure they not only meet but exceed the industry standards. Go and check them out. If you're in Devon and Cornwall, it's a joy to have them on board, and they are making your streets a whole lot safer. Big up!
Big him right up. So you're going through a really tough time. Your marriage is over. You've got to sort things out for the sake of the children. Who are you going to turn to?
Ghostbusters!
Well, you could. They wouldn't be very good. They're a bit sexist, I think, the Ghostbusters, especially that Pete Venkman. I wouldn't trust him near your ex.
Yeah.
Gregorian Emerson Family Law, however, will make sure that this tough time doesn't get any tougher. They kind of have an approach that, of course, they're going to get the legal stuff done for you, but they're also trying to make sure that you get through with your head intact as well. They want to make sure that your family on the other side of this has the best start, in this kind of new incarnation. So you might not be married anymore, but you're definitely still going to be mum and dad. But Gregorian Emerson, they're absolutely fantastic, and they will not increase the drama.
I'm concerned that because I just had an email saying that Jenny was in the Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
But I thought she's like 20 minutes ago.
She might have just been checking it out.
That's outrageous behaviour. All right, we'll wait. Well, she's not there. Okay, she's not there. Okay, she's not there. Man, I'm hot. It's hot, isn't it?
Mm.
At some point, I got to sneak the boys past. I might use the technique we used in the jungle. I told you about that, didn't I? How they would get you from one place to another. If you were going to do in the jungle, if you were going to do what do they call them? A challenge? Was it a challenge? You'd get marched. You get marched out.
When they put a blanket over
your
head like
you'd
a
get driven
criminal.
in the back of a jeep with blacked out windows. Sometimes quite a long time. It's flipping hot. And then when you came out, they made you look down at the floor and they put a towel over your head. The first time I did it, I was thinking, what is this? And it was like being in Guantanamo. It was flipping awful. It was awful. So I might have to do that with the boys. I might have to sneak them past
All
with
right.
Towels over their heads.
Couldn't they crawl down there?
Yeah, they could crawl. They would
love that commando crawl.
Yeah, we might do a little cheeky crawl. I'm feeling really tired today.
Yeah.
Feeling very hot. It was a bit of a stressful day. The evening was a bit stressful around the getting the food and stuff.
Fly.
Feeling very anxious at the moment. Look at you, Mr. Me. He's still there, Catherine. You didn't get it. Feeling very anxious at the moment. Could turn the camera off, I suppose. That's another option. That
wouldn't be as much fun, would it?
That's another potential option. But no, I might turn it off and still make them crawl. And I just know I'm going to be up early with the boys tomorrow, and
You're stressing about what's yet to come.
I just feel really unhappy.
Oh,
that's how I'm feeling. I feel really unhappy at the moment. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean. You know what unhappiness is like. Just feel I just feel very unhappy at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know what's going on. I can't seem to shake it. Can't seem to shake it.
Because you were kind of buzzing too much, weren't you, before? And then there's been a big swing down, and then buzzing again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, mate. That's rubbish.
Shut your face.
There it is.
Shut your face.
There it is. In real time.
Oh yeah, look, Knob. We're giving away one of these chairs next week, so if I were you, I'd treat me with a little bit more respect.
Otherwise, you will not be getting a knob chair.
Otherwise, you will not even have the chance of winning the knob chair. Hang on a second. What's going on here? Hello? Hello? We can't hear you, we can't see you, but we know that you're almost there. Hello? Isn't that funny? Look.
Yeah.
We know Jenny is there. I love you, Iain. Can I have a chair? No, you don't love me enough to sub.
Hello. I'm rubbish at technology.
Hello, mate.
Muted
You've
her.
muted just. I haven't muted her. She's muted
she's on.
herself.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at technology. And also, I don't. Is this a good picture?
Not really. No, it's very.
Is it blurred?
You look like the olden days.
Let me see if I put the bit. I don't know if I put the big light on. It might be better. Oh, I don't know.
I think you've just got it on a very. Your hair looks amazing, by the way.
It's very red. I think there's something wrong with my computer. It's not this red. It really isn't supposed to.
It should be. I would suggest.
I want it this red.
It looks incredible.
It's always the aim to have it this red, but I think it's the colour on my computer. Is it all right though? Is it enough? Is it good enough?
We can tell it's you. I think that's the important part, isn't it?
Have you been smearing Vaseline on your webcam or something?
I don't know. Should I clean it?
Go on, give it a little.
With a thumb. Actually, that's a bit better.
Yeah. Oh.
It's a bit better.
But it's still very low. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's
Listen, is it bad? Do you want me to hang up?
No.
I think it's a very cheap computer.
We want you to stay and talk to us.
Oh, she's got a brew.
It's on my cheap laptop, so it's probably not very good.
How are you doing, my love?
I did Philip and what's she called? Holly with this.
Oh God! But really?
With this camera, yeah. But it was in the morning, so maybe it was better light.
Probably better internet.
Fresher
internet in the morning. It kind of gets dirty
Saves
by the
up
end of the day,
overnight,
doesn't it?
Maybe that's what happens. But can we cope?
We can cope. Yeah. How are you doing?
See, this is the new thing. If I was on the radio, it'd be all right. This is the new
Pictures.
What is this? I mean, I'm really pleased with it, but what is this Twitch business?
You explain it.
Don't really know.
It's a last desperate gasp at trying to have a career in broadcasting, Jenny.
It's brilliant. No, it's the new whatever. The new wireless.
It is. It's been the kind of where loads of people go and play video games, and now some different kind of turns are rocking up. You know, we're doing this. We find lots of musicians that are practicing and doing stuff, and at the end of the show we do a nice little thing called a raid, right, which is where you find someone else who's streaming, and there's thousands of people, and we try and find someone that's got like 1 or 2 viewers, and then like 5, 6, 7, 800 of us all pile into their room,
nice,
and behave. You get a couple of idiots, but and try and behave and say nice things, and it's a really lovely way of finding new talent and of making someone feel a little bit loved in a very lonely electronic world.
I was going to say, a lot of people are on here just because they've got nothing else to do, and it's a way of reaching out without actually ringing anyone up. So it's nice when a load of like Wallies pile in at this time of night and keep them company for a bit while they play the piano. What have we had? We've had keyboard people.
Yeah.
We've had gamers. We've had people doing podcasts live.
Yeah. Dungeons and Dragons type people.
This is always at the end of the show. So let me make a confession. This is, what time is it? So I go to bed in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, because you've got tiny children. Right. I don't blame you.
Yeah, but it's not just that. I mean, I have, Kath, but it's not just that. I'm just rubbish at night time. But we have got tiny children. But so I will watch. So me and hubby Chris have seen, but I have to admit, I have only seen your show between 9 and perhaps 10.
It doesn't.
And then I've gone to sleep, but Chris has indeed seen it the whole way through.
Chris is my biggest fan.
He's your biggest fan.
Chris is like, I met Chris in the jungle. There was a day when for the four finalists, some of the family were allowed to come in, and Chris came in. And Chris gave me, and they weren't really allowed to talk about what was going on the outside. They weren't allowed to mention it. And Chris gave me a hug and said, "Keep on what you're doing. Keep on doing what you're doing, Iain. You're winning for us." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And ever since then, me and Chris have been friends. But we both hate making and receiving phone calls, so we never phone each other. We just text. And it's the perfect friendship. No phone calls. No, the phone rings and I go, "Oh my God, I've got to answer the phone."
I've got to be entertaining.
Yeah,
no live bloody video chats over the internet.
None of that nonsense. It's all texting.
What do you make me do?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you're a professionalis.
No, this is lovely.
I was just, I've got the boys are next door. They're through there. And in a bit, I'm going to take them upstairs. But I never show the boys on camera. So I was just thinking I might do to them what we had to do in the jungle when we'd get out of the back of that horrible blacked out Jeep.
Yeah.
And they would take us Guantanamo style to the challenge.
Like criminals going in court.
Yeah. But the worst thing, if you were on your own, it was kind of all right. You just had a towel on your head. You had to look down. But if there were 3 or 4 of you, you had to put your hand on the shoulder on the person in front and be led like that.
This is the stuff you don't see on the telly. No. It was absolutely horrendous. I was thinking about that because they're going to do the show now, aren't they? I mean, is that actually confirmed that they're doing it in this country and they're not
it's
doing
confirmed,
it?
Yeah.
They're doing it in a castle, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I wonder with the social distancing if they'll be able to do that stuff because loads of.
Well, I would have thought
they'll be in a bubble.
Once the people are in, they'll all be tested.
Yeah.
And then that's it. They'll be in a bubble.
Even the crew, though, so they will be able to shove that thing over your head and put you in a Jeep and do all those things.
And also, so what are you doing? What's going on? Hello?
Is that an animal?
All right, I've got. Do you remember Jenny? Don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, well, you need to lie down. Right, so you're going to get down.
Ella, get down.
Can I just say, it's 10 o'clock, and I said they had to go to bed at 10 o'clock.
Aren't they good?
They're doing it themselves. They're idiots. They could have stayed up for another half an hour.
While you worked out how to get them through.
Very good boy.
Do you want another half an hour?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
So nothing, just one hand.
He always shouts, follow Iain Lee on Twitch. They're here on Twitch, mate.
It's a bit weird how he calls you Iain Lee all the time, not Dad.
Yeah, the boys call me by my full name. But also, as we know, the science has come through from Chris Whitty that the COVID can't get through castle walls.
No.
So they're protected in that castle.
That's it. Got it.
But that's the stuff I would rather see. Have you watched our series?
Would you rather be? Yeah, our clips. In fact, that's what I was watching. Chris showed me, because you must have done it late at night, a clip of you watching our
Dingo Dollar.
Dingo. What's it called?
Dingo Bingo.
Dingo Bingo.
Dingo Bingo.
Bloody bingo.
And so that's what I've done. I've watched like clips
Yeah.
of the challenges and trials. I haven't watched the DVD that you've got and I've got, that everyone's got. Well, it's a pack of DVDs.
Yeah.
God.
I've not watched any of the camp. I've not watched any of the soap opera camp bit. I've
you
watched
don't want to see
most
that.
of the
You don't need
stunts.
to.
I don't think I've watched all of the stunts, but I've forgotten that Dingo Bingo was really late at night, and the late night challenges were a pain because you come back stinking. You'd have to have a shower at like 2 a.m, and they would always get you up about 6 a.m, and they'd want to film you before. Tell us what happened, what was going on in there, and all of that rubbish.
This is the stuff they don't show, actually. Well, they don't show it, it can be really boring. Because it takes me ages to wash my hair, even at the best of times. So when it's got like maggots and green ants in, I mean, it would take me a good an hour and a half to wash my hair.
Did you get the pink slime as well on the Dingo Bingo?
Oh, the slime.
That
it's just
awful.
disgusting.
But this is the thing, right? It's that every day something like that happening to you, right? And I can completely understand now why some people, when they get on there, you know, of course, to the audience, like, what a miserable so-and-so they are. But actually, it's flipping hard by the sounds of things. And you get
it is. And
indoctrinated.
You are, and they choose their moments, and they kind of, I mean, it's the telly show, and it's, but they make you're hungry. I mean, you're doing it for the food, but you are hungry and knackered, like Iain says, so at night. So they kind of get you at your worst and then throw a load of crap at you.
We still get people on here though saying, "Oh, I've heard they feed you off screen." That's what happens.
Well,
isn't
they
it?
do. They have like a chip van backstage.
Oh yeah, but you've got to bring your own money. On the last morning, they brought me, Jamie, and Toff bacon butties and coffee for the last one. So because it was going to be a long day. But here's the thing: I never went hungry. From the moment I got in there, I was having succulent meals.
Yeah. Yeah, and you had that feast as well, didn't you?
We had a boys' feast.
Yeah, that
Jesus
we didn't get.
with the boys, and we had. I ate too much.
Yeah, and I think I'm with you. I wasn't. I think maybe really slim people. I think they often, I've worked out, they get hungry. I think it's because. But not just that. Well, obviously they get hungry because they're hungry, but they know when they're eating. They eat quite often. Slim people, most of the time they snack, whereas I can go hours without eating, and then I've got here some chocolate hobnob. So I wasn't hungry in the same way as kind of Toff was, because she was used to
grazing all day,
all the time grazing. She needed food every 15 minutes.
It was a laugh. I'm glad I did it. If I didn't do it, I wouldn't have got a deposit for this house. So I'm glad I did it. My boys loved it. Got to meet you.
Yeah, well, this is it.
Yeah. But it was the toughest thing for me was the days when you didn't have anything. You could have like 2, 3, 4 days. You didn't do anything. And if you didn't get picked for a challenge, you'd be stuck there and you'd have all the gym bunnies going, come on, let's go for a run. I go, I just wouldn't mind having a doze or playing Adamant or something. But it was.
Oh, we loved Adamant. We played Adamant quite often, didn't we?
Do you fancy a quick round now?
Yes, please.
Right, I'll go first, then Kath, then you. We love this. And I don't know if we had this rule. If it begins and ends. If it begins and ends with the same letter, it goes back the other way. So Spice Girls, okay. I'll go first.
So which way is it going?
It's going to go me, Kath, then you.
Okay.
I'll go first. Adamant.
To pow.
What? What do you do then? Is that one word?
Yeah, TPAU.
Oh, it's the end. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
This is the originator.
Not again. I was thinking.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Adamant.
Tapow.
You two.
Now, do I go with the O of the two? Yeah.
Well, U2 is a 2. Is
a 2. Okay, 2 unlimited.
Okay.
Nice.
Duran.
Nelly Furtado.
Sweet.
Ordinary Boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I like them.
Yeah, they're
he was
good,
in
aren't they?
Big Brother. That boy. He married that girl. Yeah.
The boy that married the girl. Yeah.
Oh, didn't work out. Spandau Ballet.
Travis.
Oh, you just played a bit, Travis. Spice Girls, back to you.
Stevie Wonder.
Robert Palmer. Oh.
Back to you.
Wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Randy.
You may be, Jenny, but we were playing.
She shouts.
We are playing the game.
I forgot the rules at the start, but apart from that, it went well.
You picked it up beautifully.
That was it. We just made up games. Remember one of my favourite things was me and you doing a really silly Coronation Street quiz about but no one else had really seen Coronation Street. So it was just me and you getting really geeky about Dev.
No one really liked quizzes or games.
No.
Shappy did. Shappy liked quizzes.
They were a bit harder thinking, some of them,
but
weren't they?
obviously, I mean, it had to be sort of posh Latin stuff. Yeah. So.
You buggered off on our episode of The Chase just because you got voted out and had to go and look after your kids. So you buggered off.
It was crap.
When it was me and Stanley in the final, and you missed this. They had to. The final is 2 minutes long. It's a quick fire round. Were you there for that?
No, but I saw it on the telly.
But what you didn't see was they stopped filming the final round 8 times because he didn't listen to the rules. The rules were an answer comes up, you buzz. Bradley Walsh says your name, then you answer, right? So to say an answer is cheese. So I'm going to do it.
But he wasn't listening, was he? He didn't have his.
He didn't have his hearing aids in because he didn't want to wear them on TV. So I would buzz and go, Iain, cheese, correct. Next one. But Stanley would go, cheese. Like that, and we stopped 8 times, and it was so annoying.
No.
You were dead patient though with everyone, I thought. Or did they cut the bits out where you flipped out?
Where I flipped
in the jungle, yeah.
Oh, she was
patience personified. Or did you just go to a happy place? How'd you do it?
I don't know. I think. I'll tell you what. Seriously, right? I'll tell you what was because I mean, God, thinking about putting me and Stanley in a room together. Not that we were in many rooms, but in a jungle together. You know, we couldn't have been more opposite. In that he'd never seen Coronation Street, and I don't know much Latin, and I didn't know about any of the things that he was talking about, and he didn't know about any of the things I was talking about. There's something a bit, you know, it's good to get used to stuff like that, to talk to people that you would never ever normally be with, and actually be all right with them. So that's kind of, yeah.
You were great. Because you kept your head down, and I didn't really know what you were thinking.
I don't like argument. I don't like confrontation.
Great, and then one day because you had cameras on you all the time, except when you were off to do a challenge, and they'd kind of leave you alone while they went and set the challenge up. And it was quite late into it that we sort of had a first proper chat, and you went, "Oh, I think they're being horrible to you," and then we talked about. How horrible it would be to sell stories to the newspapers, and how you know, sure, it's great you get a load of money, but then you are forever in their debt. And we just and also, you know, and I said this to you in that horrible taxi thing. There was a bit when we're being rained down on by spiders,
I saw that one.
And there were 4 of us: me, Jenny, Stanley, and Amir, and we had to remember numbers. And me and Jenny both went, "We'll do the numbers."
Yeah. Well, Amir was too busy screaming, wasn't he?
He was screaming. Stanley kept saying, I'll do it, and he was wrong every time. And there was just a lovely bit where it's all this madness is going on, and I just said, Jenny, I've just got to say, I'm such a big fan, and my mum will be so thrilled to see me in here with you. And it was just...
It was also the bit where you leaned forward at the end and went, next time, let's leave the kids at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you were right, you kept your head down. I kept my mouth shut a lot more than I would have done. You know, It was a strange. It's a very surreal environment.
Oh, I mean, it was just mental, really, if you think about it, wasn't it? And then people have asked me since, because we had Andy Wyman, our Kirky, who did was it last year that he did it, or the year before? I think it was only last year.
Yeah.
So like Corrie, people have asked me, Andy was one of them, what's it like? Should I do it? What will I be like? I have no idea. Like it was one moment in time for us that was that time that it worked, it was okay, and nobody died. I can't advise anyone else on whether it's a good idea for them, what it would be like.
Didn't Kate Garraway ask you whether she should do it?
I was all right, and I did enjoy it, and I met some gorgeous people. And
Kate Garraway asked, and it was all I could do is share my experience, because it's different for everyone.
Exactly.
Depends on you, depends on the other people that you're with.
Depends what's going on in your life at the time. You know, a lot of people are going in to fund, breakups or whatever it might be, and it magnifies everything, I imagine.
Yeah. I've just been out for my first meal since lockdown.
Very good. To Nando's, we did flick you on.
I had a cheeky Nando's. And it was because I've been taking this lockdown proper serious. I'm really scared of getting coronavirus. I don't want the COVIDs, and I'm trying to play it cool with the boys and stuff. But I've got my masks and everything. Yeah. And this was the first time that we'd gone out, and it was a little bit fraught. But it was nice, and I love a good Nando's, and the staff there were.
Oh, you went on Eat Out to Help Out night.
Eat Out to Help Out. They gave us 50% off.
Yeah, but I bet it was busy though.
Yeah, it was busy. We had to wait for an hour and a half.
No, tomorrow's the last night, apart from next week, which is Bank Holiday Monday.
But the reason I'm asking is, you've got the wonderful Annie's in Manchester. How long have you been open for now, and how are you finding it? I know you're not necessarily in the shop or that much, but how are you finding it from the other side?
Since being open, open. Yeah, I mean this Eat Out to Help Out has been pretty good for us, I must say, because I know some people have said, sort of seaside towns have said, it's not great for us. It shouldn't have happened in August because we're always busy anyway. But actually, it's been pretty good for us, that. And the answer is, it's been surprising. When we opened, we were busier than we thought, which was brilliant. And that kind of, because we were worried. And when we shut down, obviously when we had to, kind of life changed all on the same day. So Coronation Street stopped filming. Annie's had to close. My little boy couldn't go to school anymore, all on the same Friday.
Wow.
Like, it literally just stopped. Everything stopped on one day. And after that, it was bizarre lockdown, because it was a real, it was such a mixture of real worry about what was going to happen with Annie's, the staff that we had, which was such a responsibility, which, I mean, it just felt dreadful thinking that we didn't know whether we were going to be able to open again. So we had that worry and angst together with having the best and loveliest time at home with our babies, which and I just thought we'll never get this time back. And it was such a weird experience to have both in the same moment. So we just spent the whole kind of lockdown, and Chris worked really hard at working out a strategy for getting back, because we weren't open sort of throughout, because we're in the city centre. We didn't do takeout throughout lockdown, because some places near us, we're in a little suburb of Manchester, and one little cafe woman, I saw her the other day, and I got a takeaway coffee from her. I said, how's it going? She said, oh, well, I wish it was still lockdown, because we were doing brilliant in lockdown takeaways. She was doing takeaway bacon butties, takeaway this, takeaway that. She said, now that you can come in, no one wants to come in. I said, oh, Lord. So, yeah, because people, so we didn't open for the takeaways, because the city centre was a ghost town, you can imagine. And even people who did live in city centre, most people have got another home, or they've got their parents' home, so they all went out of the city. There was no one working there, so there was no one there. So we worked hard towards opening back up for our staff, really, because we wanted to at least give it a go of them having a a livelihood. And it's been a challenge, but surprising. But as I say, this Eat Out to Help Out has been very good. But whether that's given everyone a bit of a false sense of security, we will see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see next
week. People will come back in September when they have to pay full price.
The queues outside Wagamama's, it was massive, huge, and you do think, well, you're getting quite a few. It's a big discount next week. What is that? Going to be? But I suppose that the scheme is possibly. I guess is to buy just enough breathing space so that places don't close down now, and it might just help kind of nudge us over to the other side.
And I think
of
the fact that and we are not a chain. We are not we are a small family-run business. You know, it is just me and Chris. So hopefully, I think our regulars, they do like to support us. And whenever I go, I mean, I've made, and I haven't so far. I mean, I haven't been to many places, to be honest. But I've made a bit of a vow now that I don't want to go to any shop that own more than 3. Shop local. Although I'm very pleased you had a nice Nando's. That's very good, Iain.
Yeah, no, it was the first time. It was a big treat for the boys because they've not eaten out, and I know exactly what you mean, shop local. And I think there will be some good that comes out of this eventually, and I think some of it will. Certainly for me, is everything's going to be smaller. You know, everything is going to be smaller, and is going to be more local, and is going to be. One of the things it turns out I used to throw away a lot of food.
Yeah.
Used to throw away a lot of food. And when we were deep in lockdown and you didn't really want to go to the shops, I've thrown away almost nothing.
Well, it made you properly prioritise what you needed, what you really needed, rather than just going in and having a flipping saunter around and picking up what you fancy.
And if the kids left half a meal, that would get covered with a bit of foil, would go in the fridge, and I'd have that for my supper, or which is like really old-fashioned common sense that my mum used to do, and I would sneer at that. But actually, I get it now. I get it now.
Yeah.
No, it's a strange old time. How are the kids doing with lockdown?
It was absolute chaos. So I've made it sound really idyllic that we were having this wonderful time that I'll never get back. But mainly that's looking back on the day after they've gone to bed. Yeah. But when I was in it, it was quite chaotic. When we were heavy in lockdown, we had Chris and I would have we called it our mental health hour. So although it stretched actually to an hour and a half in the end. So he'd have an hour and a half and then I'd have an hour and a half where we could not be disturbed.
Wow.
I should have done that.
Nice idea, isn't it?
So
good. So and then we'd switch around. One day he'd go first, one day I'd go first. And we've done the same with lions, actually.
What would you do in your hour and a half? What would you do in your hour and a half?
Bit of meditate. But I try to really chill. Although, bit of meditate / painting and decorating. I've got quite good at painting and decorating. I was never. I was always get a man in to do any job, big or small. Now I've been doing all sorts. I've painted everything. I've polyfillered. Just stuff like that.
I changed our curtains and all sorts. Yeah, I changed curtains. I sorted out sort of, things that I've let go because my kids now, my kids are 12 and 9 coming up, right? So we got through the baby stages and went, right, well, we'll decorate when it's worth decorating because they're just kicking 10 bells out of the whole thing all the time. Yeah. But I think there's something about being locked in where you go, right, I can't actually stand this anymore, so we're going to have to sort this out. So we got just top show things, like new curtains, because we had curtains from when I had my first flat. We just used those and they'll make do for now, and
And
it was
did you
just
make
things
them,
like
or
that.
you put them up? Did you
I
make
put them
the
up.
curtains?
No, I put them up. Then I splashed red wine up them. Then I brought them down. Then I shrunk them, and then I had to rehem them. So I did, in some way, make them.
Very impressive.
But what I did was make life very difficult.
Well, yes, it's very impressive, but the whole building up to and I made them fit is just a catalogue of disasters.
It's my own fault.
And possibly alcoholism. That's awful. It's terrible, isn't it? You've been filming Coronation Street. When did that start?
Yeah. So we've been back. It's very strange. So it's all socially distanced.
And are you referencing? You must be referencing Corona in it.
Yeah, I mean referencing without sort of shoving it down the throats. I think the decision's been taken that people want a little bit of escapism.
Brilliant.
But yes, mentioning it in the, I mean Sally Webster. She's not called Webster anymore, but she is always to me. Goes everywhere in the street with yellow marigolds on a so that's the little reference there.
She would though.
One way in, one way out in the Rovers system. Well, actually, I did a scene the other day in a mask, which hasn't been on screen yet. I don't know if you could hear anything I was saying.
Don't you have to shout when you wear the mask? People
really
can't hear you.
But also, it gives you a bit of a break from acting, I bet, because you only have to act from this bit up.
Well, and there was a bit in the script though that said she smiles wryly, and I thought, I practiced a few times on Mikey, who I was in the scene with. I said, do I look like, am I smiling or not? I'll do it now for you, and you can see if I'm doing a right smile or not. What do you think?
I think you are not smiling.
Oh,
oh no!
So, you see? It's very difficult.
And then how does the social distancing work? If you're doing a scene with like Ken or something, do you have to stand 2 meters away?
Yeah, so everyone's 2 meters away. Well, even from the person that you live with in your house. So my fiance, Tyrone, we had to do scenes 2 meters apart, even though in actuality we would be able to stand near each other, but we don't really live together. So it's very tangled web. So we've kind of had to make it work. But then I read in the paper this morning that EastEnders, which kind of makes sense, I suppose they will be doing this soon, I've got these plastic screens that you can kiss through, and they're going to get rid of it in the edit.
I think
well, the fit like fish on a tank.
I think EastEnders is trolling you.
Do you think it's not
I've got a friend who's a writer on EastEnders. I can find out.
Her.
I will.
Or him.
That can't be.
Ask her.
All right.
That can't be true.
I'll ask her tomorrow.
They'll take them out in the edit. What they should do, of course, is you should all of the cast of EastEnders and Coronation Street, you should live in those houses.
Move in together.
The set becomes a bubble. You're all tested. As long as you're all clear, get on with it. Get on with
we
it.
should all live together. To be honest, I don't put it past them. They probably will suggest that soon, that they would like us all to move in together, because it will be easier for everyone.
How delightful is Rylan as well?
Yes!
Because you've done Supermarket Sweep, but you're the voice of Supermarket Sweep.
I'm the voice of
which is the coolest thing.
Supermarket Sweep.
And are you there? Are you there as it's happening? You're not done in post or anything.
I went last week.
Right.
So I've got like a little office that I do my tannoy from, and then the way they film. They've done a lot of shows, and I think they've finished them now. So they've done quite a few, and I sort of pop up in a couple of them. One celebrity special.
Okay.
And a couple of ordinary punter specials. And I popped in to the supermarket floor.
People say, "Why is Rylan on everything?" I've got two reasons. One, he's the nicest lad in the world. Two, he's really good. That's why he's on everything. Might not be your cup of tea, but he's brilliant.
Really
he's lovely.
I mean, you can see when people are. Who was I watching the other day? And I thought, I tell you who I saw. It was an actor. Paul K.
Oh,
Do you know Paul? Do you know Paul K?
I know him a little bit. Dennis Pennis. He's friends with.
He was there at that party.
He was there at
wasn't
that party. He's friends with Garner. Yeah.
You see, I might say something now, and you'll say, "No, you're totally wrong, Jenny." But he popped up in something else, and I thought, "Oh my God, how many times?" He's worked a lot recently. He's been in loads of things.
Yeah.
And I said to Chris, which I might be totally wrong, but I assume, I bet he's really nice and really easy to work with. Otherwise, he wouldn't get all the jobs. That usually happens.
He is now. I suspect, and I don't know him that well, but I suspect in the past he used to be there used to be some trouble. But he's very.
And that's when he didn't get work.
He wasn't when he stopped working for a bit, I think. But yeah, I think he's. I mean, I don't know him very well, but I've met him a few times, and he's very polite, very quiet, very humble.
He's literally in everything.
He is. He's kind of grown into it, isn't he?
I think that does happen when you see actors that are in lots of things, or presenters like Rylan. Mostly it's because, well, either they're really good, but you can't just be really good. I mean, you can be really good maybe twice in something and be a bit of a twat, but then they won't have you back. You've got to be really good and really nice.
But we also know some arseholes, and I'm not going to mention any names, you know. But
are they in loads of things?
But maybe they're not like that to the people that count.
I'm going to write down a
name. Do we
name.
know arseholes that are in loads of things? Is he writing one down?
Yeah.
Is it a she or a he?
Let me go and get my phone and I'll text it. Oh no, he might be a friend of yours.
No, go on, text.
All right, let me go and get my phone and I'll text you.
Put the kettle on while you're out, because she's made me really want a brew.
All right, I will do in a minute. Hang on.
Okay, do us a brew.
While you're up.
Right. So maybe my theory.
Here comes
a name for you.
Right. Okay. Go on.
But I think that some people are just they suck up to the right people.
Sent.
What do you think? Do you think am I naive? Oh yeah. Yeah. I suppose he doesn't do that much.
He's going down a bit.
Less than he used to.
Yeah. We should let you go. We've been talking for ages, and you've got kids. It's been a long time. You've got kids. You were so lovely to me in the jungle, and Chris giving me that hug was just what I needed to kind of get me towards the finishing line, and I'm so thrilled.
You know I loved you, and honestly, like that's what the meeting you, the mates that you meet on those things, especially something like that, is just it's worth it, isn't it?
And we had a lovely day. How long ago was it we were at the Science Museum together? Because me and the boys were trying to remember.
Oh my God, it's been so long. It's because of this bloody COVID, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it was last
Hilda was a baby.
It was last summer.
Yeah.
We
had a lovely day. The three of us, me and the boys, and Jenny and Chris and her kids at the Science Museum, and the boys were looking after your boy, and they were going, oh yeah, he was really funny. He kept telling us about this cake he'd eaten and stuff, and they got on so well. And
oh my God, yeah. Well, if you talk to my boy about cake, then he's actually either of my boys, Chris.
Well, cake's a serious business.
So yeah. Well, let's. Can we do that when this? I keep saying this to everyone, but not everyone. I don't mean like random people, but friends who I like. Like, can we do something when this business is over?
Definitely.
That is.
Annie's, if you're in Manchester, do the people have to book to come to Annie's?
Yeah, so we are. We're obviously asking people to book, asking people to, Manchester. We're in this local lockdown at the minute, so I don't even know if I should be doing this. I don't even know if this is breaking the lockdown.
This is breaking the lockdown. I think we can get it.
Got to wash your hands after.
We can't get it through your crappy camera, so don't.
So that's it. People must, check the government guidance of what you're supposed to do. Social distance galore. Annie's we're lucky, because we've got the space. Some of these places near us, tiny little cafes.
Yeah. Oh, Annie's is roomy.
These places they can't spread out. If they spread out, there's only one table in there. So actually, we're lucky with that.
Is there a website?
Go ahead and go on. What?
Is there a Go on. What?
What?
Is there?
Start talking to me, innit?
Is there a website that people should go to? Of course there is. It's 2020.
What it is? Is it Annie's Manchester?
.co.uk.
I don't run the bit. AnniesManchester.co.uk. We'll put that in the chat. We've been there. We went there.
A couple of times.
And then we came back the next day for breakfast. It was so good. It's so lovely to see you. Lots of love to Chris. I shall bombard him with texts after this.
Yeah.
And love to the kids.
He'll be awake. I'll be asleep.
Good.
Love to your boy. Are they asleep yet?
No, they're not now. Now they're playing the game. They're too good, my boys. They're coming at 10 o'clock. Outrageous behaviour.
Well behaved.
Where is our little... I've lost all of the screens here. Look, this is... There we go. It's so lovely to see you, Jenny. We will speak to you very soon. And
Speak soon.
Stay safe.
Happy twitching.
Thank you.
Good night. Bye.
Isn't she just lovely?
Yeah.
You see why I got on so well with her in the jungle. We haven't played any ads. We had her for about 40 minutes. That's very naughty of me.
Yeah, but we're bang on 1:30 now, so it's time for the boys to go.
It's time for the boys to go to bed. We had a raid, and that's really bad form of me. I kind of typed in the chat, but so where was the raid? I want to get this right because we had a big old raid, and it was great. Stishcast, I don't know if you're still here. Thank you for the raid with 67.
Appreciate it.
That's really, really good. We got loads of follows then. Thank you to everyone who followed. MIG UNC has resubscribed. Thank you. The Satch has given us 1,000 bits. Thank you.
Thanks.
And NJ Trezo has resubscribed. Thank you so much, and thank you Stishcast again for the raid. That is great. Gratitude is being expressed via the medium of my voice. I'm going to get the boys and get them to crawl through.
All right. So you're about to see nothing. Hang on. We use the now, because the chair would be an excellent. So you're not going to see anything here because there'll be no one here. There'll be no one in this area here.
Is that phone switched off?
Listen to him laying the law down.
You've got to crawl. Hang on a minute. I'm going to make you crawl. And then you go straight to bed and lights off.
He's giving him their instructions. Right, and then you have to get through. Here we go. They are good, you know. You're ready to go to bed at 10 o'clock, as they were told to. Not like my kids, they'll push it every time. The Alpha Sync rebrand. I think it was a much needed update, don't you? Right, you ready to commando crawl? I don't know how you're going to wangle this one. I think the camoing up. I think they like putting mud on their face, isn't it?
Can you check the screen and make sure we can't see anything? We're going
Yeah, I'm going to use my voluminous sleeves.
ninja style here.
Ow!
Stop whinging. Get to bed.
You did it.
You can get up now, Alan. Kevin, keep going. Come on, Kevin. You can get up now, Kevin.
Excellent.
Your light is
Commando
on.
crawl.
Go to bed. Go to sleep. I love you lots, boys. I'll see you in the morning. Good night, darling. Good night. Let me go. Do you want a cup of decaf coffee?
I would love it. Do you know what? I'll make it. You do this.
Oh, okay.
I'll make it because I like it quite strong.
Okay.
Hello, Puss.
Oh, look. There's three staring at you. I had trouble with one of the cats today.
Are you having one?
Yes, please. I had trouble with one of the cats today. And Mucky wasn't very well. Bless her. Poor little thing. Go and make yourself a brew, guys, if you... Hey, Nightfall is officially a counsellor. Well done. Congratulations. Go and make yourself a brew. We'll have a little break.
Have a tea break.
Have a little tea break. Decaf, cough, calf.
Where's your tea bags?
What, the tea bags are under there, mate, where they always have been. In there. What isn't being said is Iain always makes them crawl to bed. Absolutely correct. Did I get your mail? I don't know. Did you just send it just now? Let's have a little look. What was your mail? I don't know what your mail was. I need a little bit more information, please. Oh, okay. Well, sorry, I was trying to do a show at the same time. You'll have to fill it up and do it now. Thank you, Debbie. Have a little break. Mucky, you feeling better? Mucky was not very well today, and I thought I'll take her to the vets tomorrow. Be a stomach bug. I'll take her to the vets tomorrow. But she kind of got worse and worse. Wasn't eating, wasn't moving, and I took her to the vets. And here's the thing: so the vets, you had to go in the front door. You couldn't go in the reception. Put the cat was in the box. Put the box down. Ring the bell. Then come back to the door. They would come and take her, and then I got sent to go and wait in my car. And then the vet came out in the rain, and I stayed by my car, and he stayed away from me, and we wore masks. And he told me what was wrong. And he said, and he's an old vet, but so I'm wearing this, right? So I'm wearing this, and he said, well, that was one very hot pussy. And I went, and the cat had, he was not the kind of person to make a joke. He was saying that the cat had a fever. She was about 105, I think. I don't know what I thought, well, that's a lot, but I don't know what cat normal temperature is. And he gave her a shot of antibiotics and stuff, and came home, and she seems to be fine. She's completely back to, or seemingly back to normal. You're right, Mux. Come here, darling. Come and show everyone how you're feeling. Hello, darling. This is Mucky, who was today could not move, would not eat, and now she's full of beans again. She's very thin, but she's full of beans. You were one very hot pussy today, according to the doctor, aren't you? You were so brave, though. Such a relief to have her back to normal. My darling. She's my favourite. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. She's my favourite. Mucky. Don't tell anybody. I'm going to do the adverts. That's what we're going to do. Let's talk about Somers Waste Solutions. These guys have been with us from the early days. James and Mark, two brothers who set up this company, and it was supposed. Well, it still is. I mean, you can't defeat chronology. Their 10th anniversary this year, and they were going to have a big thing later in the sort of September, October, I think, having a big old celebration. I think they're going to put it on hold till next year, but they've got a campaign running at the moment called Switch and Save, which encourages businesses to switch waste management companies and start using Somers Waste Solutions. So they want to reach out to you and ask you to think about the company that you work for. Maybe you're the boss, maybe you want to impress the boss. So why don't you give them a call? If you work at a hotel, restaurant, office, leisure centre, pub, something like that, give them a call and go, look, this is the deal that we've got, right? We've got this, this, and this. What can you do that's better? And then imagine how impressed your boss would be, right? If you go, I think I can save us 500 quid a month. I think I can save us £1,000 a month. Imagine how impressed your boss would be with that. So somerswastesolutions.com, or send an email now, info@somerswastesolutions.com. Just send them an email right now and see what they can do. And big up the Getting divorced, it sucks. Trust me, been there, done that, wasn't fun at all. And quite often, I remember I got an email from my solicitor, and then like a week later I got a bill for 400 quid, and I said, what was that? Phoned them up. What was that bill for? That was for the email we did. Could you put the phone down quickly? Come and sit down. Gregorian isn't like that. I know a couple of you have been in touch already, and actually, I probably shouldn't say this. He's done a few things for you free on the phone. So, not saying he's going to do that for everyone, but it's definitely worth getting in touch with gelaw.co.uk. Poseidon Safety Management. My God, these guys, Nick and his team. My God, Miss Jones. That is the best impression They are making Devon and Cornwall a whole lot safer as we speak. They've sponsored a really wonderful. A lot of it is about is about community and about making the area nicer, safer, friendlier. And they've sponsored a local not-for-profit thing by sending out what they call Blues and Twos packages. In fact, they've sent me a picture, which I should have to get up for tomorrow. A gesture of a little care package to thank the police, the fire brigade and the ambulance service in their local area for everything that they've done throughout the pandemic. It's a really little nice idea, and quite often people think that these security companies are, up against the police. Au contraire, they just want to make the area and the place nicer.
Well, some of them used to be police, didn't they?
They did used to be coppers. So Poseidon Safety Management, there's their Twitter, Poseidon Safe and Poseidon Safety. If you want to go and there's we're not allowed to show Zeus the dog at the moment because we think Zeus is on a top secret mission.
Undercover,
undercover dog. So we don't want to give away too many details, but there he is. That's
his
it.
known.
HF Singh & Co Limited on Twitter at HF Singh Co. It's our newest and it is indeed our latest sponsor and an accountant. I mean, what more is there to say? If you are having issues or my accountant, it turns out my accountant was ripping me off for years.
Which one?
I don't want to. Well, I'm not going to say his name, but the one I had.
No, but the one before.
The one before. I didn't. Right, I had him since like beginning of TV.
Because I thought he was expensive because he was brilliant.
Well, this is it. He told me he was Sarah Cox's accountant. I don't think he was. Anyway, I'm going to embarrass myself, right? But when I was working at BBC Three Counties, I was earning about 42 grand a year, and my accountant was charging me about £6,000 a year, right? And I mentioned this to Scott Balcony, and he went, "What?" I said, yeah, but it's complicated. My accounts are complicated because I had to have a business, I had to have a limited company because that's what the BBC wanted. And I had to, and he said, but we pay about £2,000 a year, and how can you be more complicated? I said, well, and I was with him for like 15 years, this guy, and I kind of just went on Twitter and said, can anyone? This isn't, by the way, this isn't an advert for Harsh, but I did tell Harsh this, and he went, "Oh, mate, I wish you'd come to me." And I went on Twitter, and a company got in touch, and I said, "Look, this is how much I'm being charged." And they went, "Oh, we'll do that for about £2,000." I said, "Really?" They said, "Yeah. You're being ripped off, mate." And I said, "But no, but it's really complicated." They went, "No, it's not. No, it's not." And so I met up with this guy who I thought was a friend. I kept wondering why he was going holidays to Russia, and I met with him. I said, "I'm going to be honest. I've been." And I should have known because I never got I got little bills, and when I asked him to put all the bills together, he was really reluctant.
Why? Because he didn't want you to see exactly what was.
And I said, I've just spoken to this accountant, and they think they can do. What is this? Decaf coffee.
Decaf tea.
Oh, I don't want a tea.
Do you want a coffee? It's hot. Kettle's hot.
No, I love this. This is perfect. Sorry, I'm being picky. That was perfect. Thank you. And he said, well. Yeah, I don't think he understands. I don't think he's, knows how it works. Showbiz accountancy. I said, yeah, he does. He's big. He works for a big company, and I've checked him out, and they're legit. Well, I mean, I could come down. I was prepared for him to say, if he could meet that, I'd say, all right, we'll stick with you. And he didn't. He said, well, I could maybe come down to 4. And even though I was being ripped off, I still couldn't say. I still went. I'm really sorry. And then he was a pain in the ass for like 8 months. He wouldn't give over all of the documents that we needed. Awful. 15 years I was with that guy. And I was grateful to him because he got me out of a really big hole when I was using a lot. And I came to the end of my using. I was in really bad debt, couldn't pay a tax bill, was like 10 grand overdrawn, was in a really terrible situation. And I told him everything and he helped get me out of it. Legitimately, but he got me out of it. And so I was always...
You felt grateful to him?
I thought we were friends. I mean, it's not Elton John, it's not Elton John getting ripped off by his accountant. But when I was earning 42 grand a year and 6 grand of that is going on your accountant and you're still paying, and then you're paying tax on. I was making nothing after the tax and all of that. And I just think, flipping it, man. That 4 grand I could have saved would have made such a big difference for those 4 years I was there. Would have made such a big difference. As it was, I was barely getting by. And I couldn't work out why I was barely getting by. And it's because I was getting fleeced. Anyway.
That's not what you'll get with Harsh Singh.
And that guy's name was Harsh Singh. It wasn't. That's not what you'll get. But I did tell this to Harsh, and he said, mate, I so wish you'd have got in touch with me, because I probably couldn't have. And this is what he said. I probably couldn't have helped you out. I probably couldn't have done your accounts, but I could certainly have put you in touch with someone that could have done.
Yeah.
So Harsh Singh, an accountant for 20 years, has been doing this as an independent business for the last 10 years. A very nice guy, looking more at the smaller end of the market, so small companies, individuals, sole traders, landlords, freelancers, IT consultants, stuff like that. We have asked for you to do logos, because this is it. This is what we got, right? And a couple of logos have come through. I reckon tomorrow, if you go, they don't have to be good. If you just want to draw them,
They don't have to be good.
they don't have to be good. If you just want to draw them, then just draw them and send them. You know, but actually, the crappier the better. But if you've got a question, and I know that several of you have been in touch already, if you've got a question, just send him a line. harsh@hfsingandco.uk. harsh@hfsingandco.uk. Send him a line and have a chat, and he will certainly give you the first little bit of advice for free, and you might want to end up working with them. Harsh but fair. Thank you very much indeed. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. Let's just try one withheld call before we ban them.
Give you the first little bit of advice.
Yes.
I want to end up working.
Please hold.
Oh no, we don't play that game. What they're doing is they've got a funny little system where they can put us on hold, and then they can phone through to another company, and to the other company it looks like we've called them.
Yes.
But it's not very funny.
No. Or original.
Harsh advertised on Richard Herring's Leicester Square Theatre podcast and helped my girlfriend out with her freelance tax return. Harsh, have you been seeing other podcasts, mate? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? What's to say about that?
We've had an interesting email. Why is Kath wearing your cloths today? Is this a phone-in show or a talk about Iain show? Still confused. David. Now, yet again, it's a name with numbers on the end of it.
At AOL.com.
Yeah. So, another one for the file. Wearing your cloths. Is that supposed to be a sick burn?
It's a thick burn.
Oh, my God.
From a dick burn.
Deary me. Still watching.
Very, very hot, isn't it?
Is it?
I'm sweating like a...
Maybe it's because you've got your back covered.
Feel.
Oh, dear.
Don't touch my bindi. I'm going to get my hair cut tomorrow.
Is that your third eye, your fourth?
I'm going to get my hair cut tomorrow.
Why?
Because I don't like it.
But
like
you said
this.
yesterday it was just right and you were loving it.
I don't like it now.
And then you'll say it's too short.
I won't get it cut too short. I will make sure I will not get it cut too short.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I will do. It's
Okay.
too big. It's too big. It's too big.
Fast forward to tomorrow. It's too short.
Shut your face. Blues Noodler says, I think it's been another beautiful show tonight and you both look wonderful in your cloths. Thank you so much, Blues.
Yes. Thank you. My cloths. I like Jenny. I like her very much.
She's delightful.
Yeah.
Delightful.
That whole thing. Well, I took some names on that show, but she was on my good list.
Hello.
Hello.
I think you're probably going to last about 15 seconds. I was
It
wrong.
is.
Even shorter. Hung
Yeah.
up.
It's the most.
Dylan, it says it is okay if you voice call. Call up. Let's try this one.
Call up.
Hello.
Hello.
It's a person with a face.
It's an actual human being. And I'm going to be honest, a great set of teeth. We're all a bit obsessed with teeth here at the moment, Daniel, because Catherine's eldest has got braces, and mine's going to be getting braces soon, and so we're kind of. I'm just looking at everyone's teeth,
and I'm also looking at someone who's, I'm guessing, 40.
Oh no, 37.
Yeah, she says she's 21, but can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Right, no, yeah, it's my wife. She turns 40 on Friday. With my wife, it's not the birthday day, it's the birthday week. So
a week-long festival.
I bet she's the kind of person that either takes the day off work or takes donuts into work on her birthday.
No, well, working from home now, so she'll get all the donuts.
Well, how old are you then? Oh, there's a 40. Oh, that's why you said 40. There was a 40 in the background.
Yeah, I was using my powers of perception, my mind palace.
How old are you then, Daniel?
I have a guess. I
said 37.
I'm 39.
2 out. I'll take that. But it's different when you can see them. It doesn't. Yeah, that's nothing. I got pure white here, pure white. But I want it all to go white.
It's good.
It looks very dignified.
Yes, yeah,
distinguished.
Yes, yeah. I thought I'd call you out. Right, first time caller. Was it? No, long time listener, first time caller.
No. It's not what it is. He doesn't even know the phrase.
No, I know. Oh,
try again.
I really want to press this bell.
I don't want to press it for Daniel.
Long time listener, first time caller.
How long have you been listening for?
If I mention the words axe cop.
Do you know about Axe Cop?
No, which is why I dinged it.
Axe Cop was on Absolute Radio, so this was 10, 12 years ago. And it was a kid who was about 7 or 8, and he wrote stories about a guy called Axe Cop. And his older brother, who I can't remember, let's say he was 20, or 18, 19, was a brilliant graphic artist. And he would make the comics out of what this kid said. And they were as insane as, it's like Axe Cop cuts this guy's head off, and then a dinosaur crawls out of the guy's neck. It's that kind of insanity.
Yeah.
And then they became huge. I mean, obviously they're all grown up now, and I think they're still working together. Although part of the naivety, I imagine, has gone. But Axe Cop became huge. Did we have them on the show? We had them on the show, I think, didn't we, Dan?
You interviewed the elder brother and the younger guy, but the elder brother, the younger guy was, the little brother, he'd say 7, 6 years old. We had these bizarre stories, and I was fascinated. So I've been listening to for years throughout different things.
Waiting for us to mention Axe Cop again, and it's taken your phone call to make that dream become a reality.
You brought Axe Cop into my life, for which I thank you.
Well, you've got to have a look. It's now a TV. I think there's a TV show or little films and stuff.
What?
Brilliant.
It really did boom up really good. But the early day ones is very good to have a little look at those. So I thought I'd just give you a call, sort of say hello, and a bit of a sort of confession. So I was listening to the Bob Mortimer interview today.
Yeah.
And my brother worked with Bob Mortimer, and he is the fast runner. He was the guy with the hat pulled down over his face. My brother sent me a message, and he said, "I don't understand it. Bob's asked me to become this fast runner, and just to basically pull the hat down, and he's going to video this thing of me running up this track." So I didn't understand it.
Well, no, because that was some bloke's nephew, wasn't it?
Also, we've asked Bob about it, and
it wasn't him.
He's denied it outright. So I'm not a fan of SH1T stirrers coming on my show and trolling celebrities. I'm not a fan of that, Catherine.
Especially Bob. We've got a real soft spot for Bob.
It's a little bit mean.
He's a lovely guy. He's a really nice guy. And I thought I'd share just one quick story with you about Bob. So my brother worked for Pet Productions, and he was in the office.
Who made the All-Star celebrity impression show that we watched a little bit of earlier on.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. It all comes round.
It does. It links up.
My brother he was working in the offices. There was only him and Bob, and I think the secretary at the time, who's another story, because that used to be someone famous as well. So my brother had really bad toothache, and he was moaning, and Bob was sick of it. So he came in, he put 50 quid down on the table and said to my brother, "Go on, there's 50 quid. I know you like a bet, Dave. Go and put it on a bet, win, and then you can get your teeth fixed." So my brother did. because, knowing Bob quite well, he put 2 spread bets on, £25 each, and he won £1,200. So he phoned up Bob and said, Bob, I've won the money, I'll give it to you back. And Bob said, oh, now you can have teeth like John Bishop. And he wouldn't. Bob's so nice, such a lovely guy. He wouldn't take the money back.
Oh,
and
man.
My brother, because this was 10 odd years ago, where Bob was a big smoker at the time. So my brother bought him 200 Embassy cigarettes as a thank you, and he's
He is one of the nicest people. What a lovely story, Daniel. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm assuming your brother is now either dead or lives in a gutter, homeless because of his gambling addiction.
He's got beautiful teeth.
I don't think he ever got his teeth fixed, I have to be honest.
Oh.
No.
Dirty bastard.
He could have had titanium teeth like Bob's.
I heard about that.
His teeth are remarkable now. But then we watched a clip from him yesterday from about 30 years ago, 25 years ago, and his teeth were...
Well, he had them missing, didn't
bloody
he?
awful, weren't they? Awful.
What, Shane McGowan, kind of?
Yeah,
almost.
Pretty much. Hey, Daniel, thank you, mate. That's what a lovely call, and it's I'm glad you've. I've been told that interview with Malachi for the Axe Cop kid was 10 years ago.
Whoa, blimey! Yeah, there you go.
Your wife was just turning 30.
Oh yeah,
That week, all week.
And it was nice. Been married, mate. Send her our best wishes. Although I bet she hates us. Quite often the partners do. He's not denying it. That's hurtful. And thank you for calling, man. We'll speak again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night. Bye.
We are the best callers.
Yeah.
I'm reminded of something I wanted to show. Maybe we'll have a look at that a bit later on. We've got Hampstead Heath, the musical.
Well, I saw you looking at that and I was wondering what that was.
Well, I'm not totally sure, but I just wanted to see if I could find a clip of something. I was reminded. That's Danny Baker. I'm sure I've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Have I shown it to you?
The carrot hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is on here somewhere, isn't it? But I don't know where it is. Paxman Prizes carrot hat. No, it's not. It's no, it's not there. It's not.
What was he on before?
Maybe someone sent me. Oh, someone sent me a clip.
Off you go.
Nutkins.
Nutkins. No, yes. I've got to do a little bit of. I don't know if I trust that button. Let's make sure that button's working. Yeah, it's working. Hi, Chihuahua.
I always like it when I hear nice stories about people I already think are nice.
Yeah, Bob's a nice guy. Bob is a nice guy. Tired, man. So tired. So I had too much food. It's back to that thing of not knowing how to eat, which is not great. I'm just tired. I'm really anxious at the moment. I think it's partly COVID. Partly kids going back to school.
Yeah.
It's partly this.
It's partly pandemics. Oh, that's COVID.
Yeah. Money. A little bit worried about money, but I'm all right for a bit. But, you know. When does it get fun?
What, life? I think I've seen it a couple of times in the last week or so. I get flare-ups. I get flare-ups of fun. My daughter had a brilliant birthday yesterday, even though I thought it was probably slightly disappointing.
Did she enjoy it?
She really did. My sister came over and with the cousins, socially distant. But, you know, they just like seeing other kids. I do feel for them. It's not right, is it?
It's not right. No, it's not right. But what you know? Where's the magic for them? Where's the joy from them for them?
Well, they find it. My kids have been playing a lot of Roblox with their friends on Zoom.
Yeah.
And they're screaming when they get something out of an egg.
Oh, what game are they playing?
Roblox, Adopt Me.
Adopt Me. Okay, that's a weird one.
Is that Adopt Me? Is that the animals one or is that the babies one?
I
can't remember. Anyway, they're always telling me about, I can't believe it, I've got a neon unicorn or whatever it might be. This is big stuff for a 12-year-old these days. But I do feel sorry for him.
I'm waiting for a phone call. Not answering that one.
No, we're not doing unknowns anymore.
Withheld caller. We're not answering it. So I suggest you put the phone down, you piece of trash. Goddamn piece of trash.
They're gone to sleep. They're good. They're really good.
You asleep, boys? Yeah, they are tired. They're tired. I ate well. They're tired. I feel so sorry for those kids.
I know. And they were all right in that long queue.
Oh, yeah, we stayed out for a bit and we went and sat in the car and were dicking around and it got a little bit fractious. Hey, Mark! We cannot hear you, Mark.
Oh, there was a muffled bit there.
There was a muffled bit. Oh, he's in the Cayman, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, so we're going to get some, hopefully we might get some nice views.
Would you agree how surprised your kids seem to have handled it, at least on the surface? I'm not surprised how my kids handled it because I wasn't expecting anything. Because it was such a new, unusual, unique, not even unusual, unique thing. I had no idea what to expect from them. You know, whether they would be running around screaming and crying or, you know, blissed out. I didn't know. I didn't know what to expect, and I keep checking in with them every now and then. How are you finding all this COVID stuff? You all right? You okay with it? You cool with it? You cool with me wearing a mask? How does that make you feel? But I wasn't expecting anything, so I had nothing to be surprised about.
I'm surprised how well mine have got on.
Hey mate, how are you?
Hey Mark.
Hey Kath, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good,
so
glad to hear it. We were all right actually. We had a bit of a strange couple of days because we had Tropical Storm Laura passing us by.
Oh.
Yeah, it didn't turn into a hurricane, fortunately, but it was a little bit dodgy for a couple of days. I'm not going to lie.
It was very windy here today.
Maybe you're getting the end of Tropical Storm Laura.
We're getting something, aren't we?
Yeah.
By the way, it sounds different in your ears because I've just turned off our microphones. You can sit. Yeah, people can hear us. I've just turned our microphones off in our ears.
Okay.
So that I can hear them a little bit better.
Yeah, that
Can we
works.
just try this?
Am I a little bit echoey?
No,
you sound perfect.
Here's the thing, Mark. I've still not quite got this audio set up, right? And I'm going a bit deaf. And so I struggle to hear. All of the Skype and the Zoom calls to me are very quiet.
Yeah.
But they're coming through the same mixer that our microphones go through.
Are you having a mix minus issue?
Yeah, and I'm just playing with, if I turn off my microphone,
Yeah.
My microphone going through the mixer, I can turn you up and it doesn't feed back and it doesn't distort.
Yeah,
Does that
that's
work for you, Catherine?
It's all right for me. It might be a bit loud for...
No, it's all right, because I've got you going through the board my end, so I can just turn you down on the board, on the mixer.
Okay.
But does it sound... Hang on. Does it sound different then? So this is us talking like this, Mark. Does it sound different when I press this button now? Does that sound any different to you?
No different at all.
There you go. There you go.
But to them, he's louder.
Yes, well, I'm about to change my limiter.
Beautiful.
I'm about to do that. Hang on a minute. Just bear with me, Mark. Bear
That's
with
all right,
me,
mate.
caller.
It's all right. Technical trials, isn't it? It's technical trials.
Hang on. Here we go. So, boom, boom. That makes us quieter.
That makes you distorted.
Boom, boom. I'm not worried about. I couldn't give a stuff what we sound like to you. I'm going to get rid of that limiter. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that means I can add a little bit of one. Oh no, the gain is on the max.
Yeah.
Why? Well, I can just turn him down. There we go.
All right.
We are in. What can we do for you, Mark?
Now you're definitely peaking.
Not here. Not for you. We are not for them.
Oh, I see. It's like that.
It's like that, is it? Yes.
Oh, I see. It's like that, is it? Now, don't worry about me, but it's all right for them.
Couldn't give a stuff. What you got for us, Mark?
I was just catching up, really. See what's going on. See how the show's going. See what's new in
Jesus
England.
Christ, you're full of energy. Where's this? Send some over.
I feel really good today. We had a bit of good news today. So all of the COVID restrictions that we had here today have now been lifted. We don't have to wear masks anywhere. Social distancing is stopped. We are now essentially COVID free.
Hang on 1 second, Mark. Is it still everyone in the chat, I've just changed it. Does it sound any better now that I have changed it? Please. I'm just talking to Matty.
Perfect now.
Okay, I'm talking to Matty. I don't trust any of these bell cheeses. Mark, carry on.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, I'm feeling perky today because we had good news, and essentially the Cayman Islands are COVID free.
Oh, there we go. That's good.
Yeah. So that means no more face masks going to the supermarket. That law is gone. We can have gatherings of up to 250 people now. We don't have to socially distance when we're out having dinner and going to the pub and stuff. So it's good.
Beautiful. There you go. That's nice, isn't it?
So it definitely makes you feel better. Because we've all got used to living in this sort of strange existence where we're talking through pieces of cloth and, you can't sit next to your mate in a pub and all that stuff. And it's quite liberating.
Yeah, I'm wearing the mask once this is done. I love the mask. I enjoy it.
You like the anonymity, don't you?
No, it's not the anonymity. It just makes me feel
I was just going to say,
he
doesn't have to talk to people.
It's partly that, but it just makes me feel. I feel confident wearing it. I feel it feels nice. I enjoy it. So I'm going to carry on like the Japanese tourists. I'm going to carry on once this is.
Well, that's a good point. There was a thing that you did that thing, didn't you, a few weeks ago about Japan and about how the culture there is that everyone wears masks for everything all the time.
Yeah, totally. And I think we should bring it over here. I'm well up for it.
I mean, it's got its merits for sure, isn't it?
Well.
How's everything in your world then, and Kath and kids and everything else?
We're fed up with this now. We feel like we've been on pause for however many months it is. So, now we've got the spectre of school looming. So I'll kind of be glad when we're into that, I guess. Everything seems like a big leap. And
any date as to when the kids go back to school or anything there yet?
Next Wednesday, isn't it?
Next Wednesday, yeah.
They are going back.
Yeah.
And any sort of rules or regulations on have they got to wear masks in the classroom and all that kind of stuff?
I think it's just been announced while we were on that older kids have to wear masks going between lessons. I think that was just announced, but I've not read it.
Well, yeah. My kids are staying in the same classroom all day long, kids, and they will be considered a bubble. So they will go.
I love a bubble.
Yeah, exactly. So they will start. They're staggering the entrance and exit times. Basically, the rest of the time they'll be kept sort of isolated.
Because wasn't there two schools in Scotland that opened and then had to close again or something?
Yeah. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? I think that they've run out of excuses to not try it out. Possibly.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. But you look both looking well, and you're both looking, full of the joys of spring. If a bit subdued this evening.
It's been a tiring week.
Yeah, you had a busy week. Yeah, it happens, doesn't it? Right, it's all those plug-in Summers Waste Solutions.
Yeah, but what a joy it is to do so.
Yeah, indeed.
Mark, thank you very much. Enjoy the Caymans. Enjoy the Caymans. This is annoying me now. Headphones out because it might get Peaky Blinders. I can't understand why. So this is. Let me have one headphone in so I can hear what's going on. So all I did was press that. Did I? So that. All that was the main. Oh, hang on. So that's that, and that doesn't do anything, and that doesn't do anything, and that doesn't do anything. That doesn't do. I don't understand why that now won't go into the red for me, and it's going way off the red. It won't even go close. I can do a little bit of gain, but you were telling me that's all been distorting for you. This bloody thing is doing my. Isn't it funny that Jenny agreed with the person I said?
Yeah.
Isn't it funny?
And Jenny's like properly nice. She would say if there was anything good to say.
Jenny is properly nice. So that's the gain. That's the compression. We can put a little bit of compression on. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Oh, this does my nutting. This does my nutting. But why is it so quiet now? Why? 1 1 1 1 1. No sounds No, sounds good now, no distortion. I'm not doing it for the distortion. I'm doing it to find out why it won't go into the red, baby. I want it to go in the red. And it just won't. It just won't. Just turns it off, which could be a good thing. Wah, ba, 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 ba. I can't make it go any louder. 1 2 1 2. 1 2. It's. I can't work out why. This thing is doing my nutting. This thing's doing my nutting, mate. Why is that now significantly quieter? 1 2. All right, let's see. Let's see how we get on. Oh yeah,
Let's see how we get on with that.
Let's see how. And that I'm just gonna. You're gonna hear your voice. That doesn't make any difference to the levels. All right. You're okay working without hearing your voice and your...
Yeah, it's fine. They were too loud anyway. I have to take... Sometimes you'll notice I take one out because my ears start to ache.
But this is the problem. Is that our voices were very loud in the mix and the callers' voices were very quiet in the mix. This is the problem I was finding anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if you, and by muting us here...
They're clearer.
I can turn it up and it's just them that is louder. Let's try it, for example. Hello, caller.
Hello, caller. Or receiver. Am I calling Iain and Catherine? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, Chris, what can we do for you? Bearing in mind, I thought we were never going to speak ever again.
I've been listening to you two. I'm glad to see you back up and running.
It never ends well, does it?
Oh, I know I sound so negative, Iain. I do apologise, sorry.
Isn't that funny? That's not what I said. It never ends well.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is, for those who don't know, Chris used to call us on Talk Radio, and we kind of had a falling out, and we banned him. We asked him not to call, I
didn't understand why you told me that.
We went through it. We went through it quite a few times, and it's interesting that you. I wasn't rude. I will go on. You were quite rude.
What did I say then?
But the main thing was you were rude, and you'd always get argumentative. Yeah. So we asked you several times not to call in, and because of your rudeness, because of the fact you would get argumentative, and because we weren't sure if it was healthy for you, we thought it might be possibly damaging to you.
The point, I think, was that you used to get quite upset, and we don't like to have people come on and feel worse after speaking to us. So we thought perhaps
let Kath finish.
Perhaps in everyone's interest, Chris.
Okay, all right, I'm sorry.
Let Catherine finish,
please,
mate.
It might have been best to leave it. You can listen, but maybe best not to phone, because we just didn't ever seem to be able to get that balance right.
Am I that bad then, Catherine?
You used to get very upset. Sometimes angry, sometimes teary, but there would often be a miscommunication. You would get very upset and very cross, and it would leave a bad taste in everyone's mouth. And I don't think it was particularly helpful to you.
I'm sorry if I came across like that.
Yeah, you did. You did nearly every. I'd say about 80% of the calls. Yeah, and you would start crying, and I couldn't understand why. And crying is great, but it would make us feel bad. And we gave you.
Right, I'm sorry if I.
Yeah, you did.
Made you two feel bad.
Well,
no, I didn't ring you up. You know, I like you two on the radio.
We're not on the radio anymore.
I know that.
Yeah, radio doesn't want us. Radio didn't want me. They wanted Catherine. I had to prize. Well, they don't. They don't. No. Well,
somebody's.
They don't. Now, guess how many job offers I had since leaving Talk Radio on June the 3rd?
Go on. Tell me.
Have a guess.
Come on, you must have.
0.
Well.
1, but they wanted to pay
Why?
me 60 quid for what would have been a week's worth of output.
Well, more fool those then.
Yeah, more for those radio station bosses. Yes. So, okay.
But you said you don't want to go on radio stations anymore.
So what would you want? What would you want out of phoning us? That's the question.
I tell you what, I know.
Yes. Oh.
Catherine can speak French. You have a little go at it now and again.
Right.
I do have a French.
Yes. So what would you want out of phoning us?
Well, I invited her.
You want us to translate for your French friend?
I haven't got a clue what she's talking about.
Is she there now?
No.
Is she? I mean, is she? I'm going to say it. Real.
You want to laugh or what?
Not at the moment. I'm not.
Well, you told us you'd broken up with a French girlfriend.
Oh, she rang me up, Catherine. She did. See,
But you
I'm a catch. I'm a
Well-
catch, I'll have, you know.
You also said it was a. Well, I'm not going to say.
Go on.
Well, you used to row all the time. A surprise, I know.
She's French. She's nuts.
Okay. So what would you like from us?
Right.
By the way, while Chris is on, we just missed a call from Nigel from Maidstone. It's as if
I do
nothing has
apologise.
changed.
Sorry. Right.
Did you break up because Matty Point asks? Did they break up because you don't speak French?
I speak Welsh.
Okay. Irrelevant to what I said. Did you split up because you don't speak French?
Well, we haven't split up anymore.
You have. So you did split. Did you split up?
Yes.
Right. So please just listen and address the question.
Okay.
Did you split up?
Yeah.
Because you don't speak French?
No.
What was so hard about? Why did it take 3 passes at that to get an answer?
Because she's there with her.
Why did it take 3 passes at that to get an answer?
Because she's there with her.
No. Why did it take 3 passes at that question to get a straight answer from you? That's what I'm interested in.
What? Asking what?
Let's try again.
It didn't have
Why
anything
did it
to do
take?
about her speaking French. No.
Why did it take? It's fascinating. Really straightforward question. I'm going to go into my Alan Bezic mode. Really straightforward question. Why did it take 3 attempts for me asking that question to get an answer?
Because I don't like telling the truth.
Okay, well then I'm afraid the truth is integral to this show.
Yes.
So if you're not going to tell the truth, I will tell the truth. We won't talk to you. Here we go. Here we go. This is not fair on us.
I know it's not. I still like to listen to you too.
You can listen, you can watch, it's fine.
I wouldn't ring you again. I'm sorry. You asked me.
Chris, I'm going to speak.
sorry.
Chris, you have to listen. Shut up and listen, right? Some people will think this is rude and this is awful. You don't know the history.
No,
Chris,
go on.
Chris,
I'm not
will you
easily
listen to
offended.
me? Will you listen? I don't care if you're offended or not. Will you listen to me?
I am good.
And really pay attention. We have said nothing this evening to provoke this response from you. And this response from you...
What do you mean response?
Will you listen to me? Will you listen to me? We have done nothing to provoke you...
What have I said again now?
Will you... Chris, will you listen to me? Will you listen and respond to the...
I'm
You're
trying to
not.
listen, but I
You're
don't
not.
understand what I've
Well,
done wrong
because you
again.
won't let me finish the sentence.
Go on then. All right, I'll shut up.
Catherine and I have done nothing that could be that could have caused you to cry. So you crying like that...
I know that.
Can I finish the sentence?
All right.
Catherine and I have done nothing to make you cry. So you crying like that is unfair and manipulative towards myself and Catherine, and we don't like it.
I don't know what to say now. Because,
okay, you can think about
when
it.
I rang you up on...
Respond to what I said. Respond to what I said. Respond to what I said, please.
Because you make me feel guilty now, because...
I'm not feeling guilty.
Crying because I'm speaking to you and Catherine.
Good.
No.
I'm not good. Well, good. I am. Catherine and I are not going to be made to feel guilty by what you're trying to do.
Of course not. Bloody hell.
We have done nothing to provoke you to that reaction, and yet it is a constant pattern. So do you understand why, if nearly every call you call us, you burst into tears, why we think you calling us might not be that good for your health?
So that's why you think, Joe. It's not every time I've rung up.
Nearly every time you call,
I have.
Nearly every time you call, you burst into tears for no reason that I can ascertain. And do you see why that makes us think that these calls are not good for you?
When was the last time I
It's
rang
irrelevant.
yourself?
That's irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
Yes, no, it is.
It is irrelevant, Chris. The amount of time between the last calls is irrelevant.
I don't know. I like listening to you too.
That's great. You can carry on listening. Do you understand why, if 80% of your calls end in tears, why we think that you calling us is not? Do you think? Do you? I couldn't give a shit why you're crying. Do you?
Oh, thank you very much.
I couldn't care less. Do you? Honesty, you see. I don't care. Do you see?
No, you don't. I don't want you to care anyway.
I don't.
Well, I mean, in the past I have cared and tried to sort stuff out for you, and you didn't follow up on anything. So,
do you see why, if 80% of your calls end in you sobbing for no reason that we can see, why Catherine and I might consider that your calls are unhealthy for you?
You make me sound a really terrible caller now.
No, I'm not. I'm just telling you what happens. If you interpret that, I'm just telling you what happens. If you interpret, I'm just telling you what happens. If you interpret that as you being a terrible caller, that's your thing. I have not said that.
I viewed some of your callers ring in, and they've, I don't know, and okay, I'm not the most...
Not talking about the quality of your call.
Well, I am.
Yeah, well, but that's not the conversation.
You're judging me.
No, I'm not.
You're judging me about
no, I'm not.
the quality of
Chris,
my call.
literally
Yes,
not.
you are.
Literally not. Literally not. And this is your problem, is you have a complete inability to listen. Would you like me to tell you again what I said? Would you like
I heard what you said.
I don't. What did I say?
I come across as being a crying person.
No, not what I said. Would you like me to try again?
Feel guilty.
No, literally none of that is what I said. Would you like to try again?
Go on then.
Okay. Can you understand why, if so many of your
Don't patronise me.
Can you understand why, if so many of your calls end up with you crying, why Catherine and I think...
I'm sorry.
Can you understand why, if so many of your calls end up with you crying, why Catherine and I think that the calls might not be good for you?
Well, I think they are, actually. See, I panicked when you
It's not our job.
You had your show down in Bath. I panicked.
I really want to focus on what we're talking about.
I know.
I really want to focus. The show in Bath is irrelevant.
I know I'm going off on a tangent.
You think it's good for you. It's not our job to do stuff that is therapeutic for you, okay? We believe it has
I don't want you to do that.
We believe it has a detrimental effect on your health.
Blinking heck. Do you really think that?
Yeah, I do. Because I have never, in 20 years of doing this, I've never had a caller where 80% of their calls end in tears, except with
that makes
you.
me feel really guilty now.
I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. It's interesting that you feel guilt.
Yeah, Iain.
It's interesting that you feel guilt because I'm not trying to make you feel guilt.
So you said in 20 years you've never had a bloody hell.
What did I say?
In 20 years you've never had a phone call that somebody burst out crying all the
It's
time.
not what I said. It's not what I said. And that's
Well,
another thing.
something similar.
No, nothing like it. And that's another thing is you don't listen or you are incapable of understanding what I'm saying, because that's like the third or fourth time tonight that I've asked you to repeat something back to me and you've got it completely
I know,
wrong.
I got a terrible memory.
It's not a memory.
You've been on
Don't. Shall I say it? Shall I say it again?
20 years.
Shall I say it again? Because you're way off.
Oh, it's not racist. Or what?
No, it's not racist. So, what I said was, in 20 years...
No, you just said... Oh, don't you come across the Severn Bridge, across the border? You're banned from Wales.
Okay, well, you're banned from the show this evening. Thanks for calling, Chris.
Oh.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. We missed Nigel. Full Bezic. He's the master. By the way, everyone telling me to cut him off, waste of time. You can do that on your show. On our show, we'll do it the way we see fit. But I really appreciate the feedback. Thank you very much indeed. It's appreciated. Now the show's perking up. Should we try Nigel? He'll be in the kitchen. Go on.
Well, or will he?
I mean, he'll be. The telephone number. Oh, it's ringing.
Wow. Surely some mistake.
Banned from Wales, Kath.
Well, only from his part of Wales. I don't think he's going to...
Hello.
Hello, Nigel.
Hello, Catherine.
Hello, you all right?
No, I'm just trying to work out something to do with Miley Cyrus's personal blog. See, first of all, they said I'd won some prizes, CDs and things. And am I on air? Am I?
Yeah.
On the program?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now she said I said that I couldn't give details out. I didn't want the CDs and things in case I had to pay for something towards them. And she said she could send me. I told her I've got no money. She said she could send me some money, and now she's saying she wants £70 before I get the £300.
And who is this person you're speaking to?
Well, it's called Miley's personal blog, and it's on the page with the tick, the Miley Cyrus's best page.
It's not Miley Cyrus, and it's probably not anything to do with Miley Cyrus.
No, I don't think it is, and she wouldn't have the time to talk about things like that, would she?
No, and well done for not giving them your details, Nigel, because that's.
Oh, I did give them my phone number yesterday, but they won't ring me because it will cost them too much money. So she said she'd give me £380 if I send £78 first. So that.
It's a scam, Nigel. It's a scam.
Delivery, for the delivery or something.
It's a scam, is what it is.
Yeah, I think it is. It must be.
Of course it is.
But how do they get away with being on the Miley's page with the tick? The big page that she's got.
Are they just posting on there, or are they actually the page?
No. It's something you click on Miley Cyrus's page with the tick. Like you've got, like you have one. Or right, Iain Lee has one. Are you doing the show on your own?
No, he's here. He's listening.
Oh, he's with you. Yeah, I'm just about fed up with him keeping on to me, and I can't get rid of it because there's no thing to click on it to get rid of it. I have now turned it off now, but I don't. So she said that she was recording in the studio on there while she was talking to me as well, things like that.
It's lies, Nigel. They're trying to get money out of you.
She wouldn't be picking up the phone while she's doing the record, would she?
Of course not.
Recording the record.
Of course not.
It's a shame, really, but it's.
Well, it's a shame people. It's a shame people try these things, and I'm glad that you've spotted it, Nigel.
But I've given out some of my details already. But she said that it's up to me if I want to do it. I don't have to do it. They said I don't have to send any money.
Why do you think Miley Cyrus would need £70? Multi-millionaire Miley Cyrus.
Well, she's going to send me 300.
Why would multi-millionaire Miley Cyrus, one of the most successful women in the world, why would she need £70 from someone who can't afford to pay their bills?
Well, she could have paid it out the money she's got, couldn't she?
Exactly.
She's already got the money to pay for it.
She's got all the money to pay for it. So
yeah. So why would she? She knows I haven't got any money because the person.
You got it.
Why are they asking me for money if they know I haven't got any?
Because why do you think they're asking you for money?
Well, because they need the money themselves.
No. Because they're crooks. They're crooks.
Yes.
They're crooks. So you've done really well. So I would not have any more contact with them if you can
I could
block.
tell Miley Cyrus
Nigel?
on her page
about
it. But,
No. If you can block
someone
those.
will find out. Do you know I'm the only person that's done it with them?
Yeah,
Nobody
I can
else
believe
is
that.
bothered.
I can believe that because it's a con, and they pick on people they pick on good people. What they do is they pick on good, kind, generous people.
She saw that I was
It's
a fan
not her.
I said Miley.
It's not her.
No, I said that Miley
It's not
Cyrus
her.
was an amazing singer, and of course they got back to me.
It's not her.
No.
It's a crook.
But they picked on me because I'm a big fan of hers, didn't they?
Because you're a big fan and because you're a nice, kind guy. That's why.
Yes.
So if
And
I
they-
listen
they
to this
picked on me
advice,
'cause-
listen to this advice. If you are able to, block them on Facebook, whatever contact you've had,
I've
block
looked,
them.
I've tried, yeah.
Block
Yeah.
them and do not discuss them anymore.
Don't talk to them anymore either.
But
Don't
I've just told them that I'm going to leave it, and they said fair enough. You know, they've not said anything.
They will respond. They will send you another message tomorrow. You must ignore it.
They'll try to
No, they
tempt.
won't. They won't because I've told them no.
They will. They'll try to tempt you, Nigel. So remember this.
No, I've just told them that because I went to the police
Nigel,
about it.
listen
It's
to
fine.
me. Listen to me. And I'm going to be really firm with you now because I'm a parent and I'm going to talk to you as though you were one of my boys. Is that okay? This is what I would say to one of my boys. It is
Yeah.
not Miley Cyrus. They are
No, I
crooks.
don't
Nigel,
care.
you have to listen to me. You have to listen, right? It is
Right.
not Miley Cyrus. They are thieves. You must not talk to them anymore. I forbid you to talk to them.
No. I just leave it.
I
Block it
forbid
and
you.
Try and block it.
I forbid you to talk to them.
I won't.
Block it.
I've already told them that I can't afford it.
Good.
Anyway.
Well, you've spoken to them, and you're not going to speak to them anymore. Okay?
No, that's it. Yeah, that's it. But I did tell the police about it, and they said it was a scam.
Good. You've spoken to the police. Good. Well, the police are correct.
But I've told them that I told the police. So perhaps
All
they
right.
won't bother me anymore.
No, Nigel.
I told them
Nigel.
I told the police.
Nigel.
Yes.
They will
Yes.
contact you again. You are forbidden to talk to them.
But I told them I told the police.
Nigel,
about them.
will you listen?
Yes. Yes.
They are not scared of the police. They
Oh.
will contact you again. You must not talk to them.
No, they just say any excuse, don't they?
Good.
Any
Exactly.
excuse.
Nigel, listen, you take care of yourself and we'll speak
Yeah,
again.
Joe, I'm going to forget about it now. I'm not bothered anyway because I didn't want any.
Good.
They're trying to
Nigel,
say they were going to
we've
send
got to go.
security.
Lovely, nice to talk to you, mate. Take care.
I'll speak to you another night. Then.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
There we
Take
go.
care, Nigel.
That's the world. Oh,
Is that me doing me?
why have you got writing on your tit? Why have you got the name Stephen on your tit?
Wow. He knows where my tattoo is.
This is the guy that did this, then this, and then this.
That looks like. Who's that?
It's like, oh, it's Madge Bishop. If you go in from the eyes and then work back, it's Madge Bishop.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have said I'm about to put a horny picture up before I put it up. Sorry, that you're supposed to warn people. Like NSFW, guys. NSFW. NSFW. Janet Street Porter.
I think it does look a bit like Janet.
Okay, I wish this guy would learn to draw.
I like his attempt.
Who's this? We've missed a voice message.
On a lighter note, I went back to work today. Champion guys, thank you very much.
You're very welcome indeed. Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed it.
Hey, we didn't hear from Frida.
Who?
Frida, who was going back to work.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember. I'm saying that. I don't.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing that story if and when she wants to tell us it.
Let's go to George in Highgate. Hello, George. Jokes.
Oh, my God. For a moment there.
Jokes. Let's talk about our lovely sponsors. Let's talk about our newest sponsor, Harsh. Harsh Singh. These are his details. He's an accountant, audit and accounts, experience in the audit of small, medium and large companies. Also undertake group consolidations and prepare accounts for small businesses. Specialises in income and corporate tax. He's an accountant, right? You know what an accountant is, right?
They do the hard sums.
He's an accountant. He started talking to me about what he did, and I said, Harsh, mate, I'm going to stop you, right? This is why I have an accountant, so I don't ever have to think about any of the things you're telling me, because it terrifies me. I don't know how it works. I don't know what it does. I just know that if I pay a guy enough, it works, and it does. And I write a check a couple of times a year to the tax, and I'm fine. Yep. That's it. He's an accountant. What I can tell you, right, because I've met him loads of times. He's not. I mean, he's a mate, but he's a mate because he comes to a lot of shows, and he came to tag a couple of times when we played tag. He's a really nice guy. He's a big guy. But he's a very quiet, very softly spoken gentleman. A gentleman in the truest sense of the word. He's a really, really nice guy. He ain't going to screw you over. He's not going to do any dodgy, bent little tax breaks. He'll probably save you money, but doing it legitimately.
Yeah.
If I didn't have my accountant, and if he hadn't have said before, I don't know if I can actually help you, which is great, because he could have taken me on. I did speak to him. Could have taken me on. He said, it's not, I don't know if I can help with that. You should probably go and speak to someone else. Where are you going to get honesty like that, from someone who's willing to write a check, as I was then? Harsh is a nice guy, and I trust him implicitly. That's all I got for you. I'm not going to tell you what he does as an accountant. He does tax. He's an accountant. I trust him implicitly. And I would not recommend him with something as important as your money if I thought he was in any way a dodge pot.
Yep.
So I would send him an email, harsh@hfsingandco.uk, or send him a little tweet.
He'll tell you if he can help you, and if he can't, he'll tell you who can.
Wouldn't recommend an accountant if I thought he was a dodge pot, and he's a nice guy. So speaking of nice guys, Mark and James of Somers Waste, tell me about them while I find a little testimonial.
Somers Waste Solutions, based in Bedfordshire, serve the whole country, and they are super flexible. So whether you've got a small business or a really, really big one with kind of complicated waste management needs, they're the ones to have a chat to. Basically, you might be getting invoices from all different kinds of waste managers, depending on what you're trying to get rid of. You can condense that right down. They're a one-stop shop.
Paul Foster from Principal Solutions Consultant, Principal Solutions Consultant, Auditel, testimonial. I've worked with Somers Waste Solutions for a number of years. The value they bring is tremendous. Their enthusiasm, proactivity, attention to detail and professionalism is second to none. I would highly recommend them. Can we get a Gregorian testimonial as well? And I'd like it, would you mind? I mean, you don't have to. I would like it in a New York accent as we big up the Gregorian.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Family law solicitors, you're getting divorced. It sucks. These guys are good. I mean, that's all we really need to say for these adverts. And we have met, we've had meetings, Zoom meetings with all of these people, right? It's not someone said, here, here's a few £100. Could you do... We've met everyone and we've got them pretty good idea. You know what they do. Let's have some testimonials.
Your approach is not the simple horse trade and adversarial high street family law that so many end up with, and therefore not the disastrous high street outcomes that some divorcing parents
Pause.
end up with.
She's doing the accent of a woman that we saw on that weird house flipping program with the strange twins.
The guy with the
The tall
boys.
guy, yes.
The boys are destroying my house.
There we go.
So let's move. The boys are going to go with you. Teach them. It is a holistic and deeper approach than most lawyers ever understand, let alone are capable of. It is not many times in life when a person can say that a lawyer transformed their currently dreadful life into a wonderful future full of hopes and dreams again. Dreams of a different future than I originally wanted on my wedding day, but much better ones than I could have hoped for in the depths of dispute, conflict, acrimony, and withheld contact.
Oh, it went from Russian. There's a bit Jewish going
An
there now.
immeasurable thank you from me and my boys.
I think we what do they call? I think we a cultural appropriation for at least 3 different cultures.
New York is a melting pot.
Or is it a salad bowl? That's what we used to
I
talk
did
about.
do a bit Russian doll at one point.
Yeah, it
didn't
was.
I?
We stopped watching that.
Oh,
We've
I
got to watch
love
more
her
on
so
that.
much.
Poseidon Safety Management. Thank you. All the details are there. PoseidonSafety.co.uk. If you're in Devon and Cornwall, it is safer as a direct result of what they are doing. Their phone number is there, isn't it? Yeah, 01208 455 245. Oh, that's it. Let's just come on, guys.
Make it bigger.
There we go. That's too big. There we go. 01208 455 245. What are you trying to do?
Holding it up.
Yeah, but they can't see that green box that you can see. So it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any. They can't see the green box.
All right, if I do this.
I don't even know what you're doing. There's the phone number, right? It's a real human touch. We've spoken to Nick. We had a lovely Zoom meeting, and I wasn't sure what to expect. My first real dealings with a safety management company. What I got was a very softly spoken, very kind.
Or did you think you were going to get bounced?
It was good. He was lovely. You can ring them up for a chat. They are on Twitter. They're on Facebook. Every night they've got dedicated, hardworking professional teams, some with dogs, some without, out patrolling businesses, responding to burglar alarms, and above all, helping to work for a safer Devon and Cornwall. All the dogs and handlers are trained in-house by the trainers who either have a police or a military background. Dogs and handlers undergo consistent, constant assessment and training to ensure that they not only meet but they excel the industry standards. So there's Poseidon. Thank you. And but by the way, Nick is thrilled. That's weird. You can't see the green box. Nick is thrilled at the followers on Twitter. If you want to advertise with us, it is cheaper than you think. It is hundreds, not thousands.
Definitely not millions.
It is hundreds, not thousands, nor is it millions. So if you want to email us with us, latennightalternative@gmail.com. Send us an email. The way it works, you send us an email, tell us a little bit about your business, who you are. A website link would be great if you've got one. We kind of check it out and we have a chat and go, well, I think we want to work with these. There's a couple of people we think we want to work with these. We'll then send you an invite to a Zoom meeting where we'll have a chat for about half an hour, 40 minutes, go through everything you want to get covered. Kath sometimes turns up for these meetings as well.
I missed one by accident.
You were out having a Mackie D's with the kids. That is an excellent reason.
We've been sitting around all morning,
Yeah.
right? You know that moment where you go, oh my God, it's nearly midday. They're still in their pajamas.
Yeah.
This is going to be the rest of the day if I don't act now.
Yeah.
So I whipped them upstairs, dressed and out to McDonald's. And then it was only as I was chowing down that I thought of Harsh.
Yeah. So, well, and that says a lot about the man himself. But yeah, we'll have a chat. We'll get all the bullet points of stuff that you might want to talk about. We do the first ad on the Monday, and then we'll send you an email on the Tuesday going, are we close? Are we way off? And they give us Nick from Poseidon sent us a lovely email. He renewed for a second month. And I said, right, as we move into the second month, anything we're doing right, anything we're doing wrong. And he wrote down all the things we're doing right. And he said, I feel really embarrassed and I feel terrible saying this, but sometimes the message gets a bit lost in the comedy. And I said, dude, you're paying us.
Yeah.
You're paying us. And this is the first time we've had the freedom to do adverts like this because no company lets you, no radio company would let you, right? And so I said, Nick, man, please don't feel bad. We want you to be happy. This is great. Okay, the message gets a bit lost in the humour. All right, well, you can go. I said, all right, well, we'll make sure that we try and work on that in a bit in the future. And that's it. You can keep in touch. You can kind of nudge us this way, more of this, less of that. It is all cool.
Yeah, we want to do you proud. So
we missed this guy Dylan. Let's give this guy Dylan a quick call. latenightalternative@gmail.com is the email. If you want to get in touch about anything, we both see it. So it goes to both our phones. Some show tonight, huh?
Turned out to be one. I thought some points were a little...
Yeah.
But that's the way it goes, isn't it?
Okay, Dylan might have gone. Keep an eye out.
It's late.
It's late. Are you still doing phone-in? Yes, Dylan. I just called you, Dylan. Here he comes. Hey, Dylan. Dylan. Oh, my God.
Hello.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you very much indeed. What are you calling us from? The olden days?
I'm using my old headset because I broke it.
Hey.
So, yeah, it's a bit...
It's terrible. It sounds like an old record that my dad once made, and that's a true story.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I got it. What can we do for you, broken headset man?
I just rang in because I was listening to you for a bit, and yeah, I thought I'd try ringing.
You're in. You're on.
It works.
What's on your mind?
Not much really. I've been going out now because lockdown's not been on.
Yeah, well, lockdown is still on to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But it's certainly a lot. The lock is a little looser. The lock is like a padlock that's been unlocked, but it's still just kind of resting there. But you can take it off and do what you want. So what have you been doing now that you couldn't do 2 months ago?
I've been seeing people. Yeah, because I've just been sitting on my house playing Xbox.
What are you playing on Xbox?
GTA.
Okay, all right. I got into that and then I kind of stopped that for a bit. Of course, having the Xbox, you'll think this is beneath you, but it's not. You're missing out on Fall Guys.
Yeah, I know.
Some game, man.
Yeah.
You can lose. I was playing that for 2 hours with my kid today.
Yeah, I was watching earlier.
Oh, did you watch that? And the time just flies by.
Yeah, because it's all little sections. You think, just one more, and before you know it, you've got the whole day's gone.
I've not played a game like this for ages, where you just laugh and you shout at each other and no.
But also, it's not like a progression of levels, is it? It's so random.
Yeah.
It keeps it fresh.
I love it, man.
I like it too.
I love it. So you've been out, you've seen your mates.
Yeah.
Are you back to school next week? What's the deal with 14-year-olds?
Going back to school, but we might have to wear face masks when in break and stuff.
I think this has just been announced today, according to the chat, that you probably will. How do you feel about that?
Not too bad. I see why you would do it and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you worried about the COVIDs?
A bit, yeah, because I live with my mum and dad, don't I? So
right, yeah.
I don't want them to catch it.
Because they're old, man. They're old and grey. Well, it's weird, isn't it? Because I can say to you, everything will be all right. But I don't know. Everything probably will be all right. Statistically, everything will be all right for your family. But we just don't know at the moment.
No.
I'm old. I'm possibly older than your parents. I'm 47, and this is the weirdest time I've ever lived through.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll get there, though.
Yeah. I tried doing this thing because I didn't know you was doing these Twitch things till earlier today.
Yeah.
And I was listening to your podcasts from a year ago.
Okay.
And it's so weird, having Corona mentioned.
My God, Dylan! As someone in the chat says, he's coming live from a Velcro factory. Dylan, it's awful. We can't hear you. No?
No. It's like
Storm Dennis.
It's like medium wave.
Right, okay.
Dylan, try and fix your phone out. Give us a call tomorrow, mate. We'll have a proper chat. Take care. Nice to talk to you. Thank you very much. That's someone who needs a new microphone.
Yeah. My kids have stood on my headset for my PS4.
Shitbags.
So I want one, but half of me thinks I'm not going to buy one because you'll only break it again. Need one though, don't I?
Twins. I don't think people are treating us with the respect that we deserve.
I think they are.
I
think
right.
That's about as much as we're going to get.
The respect that we deserve. Oh man, alive.
Hey, anyway, what were you going to show me?
I can't remember what I was. Hang on. By the way, did Gemini Jedi Rob? you're out. By the way, your messages go to spam. So he offered us £100 to unban him the other day.
Also, if you're trying to get someone to do something for you,
why didn't I get a timeout and a whisper to say it's my last chance? Because it's not how we work. It's done. Please stop emailing. It just goes straight to the spam. Well, someone sent this, and I don't know what this is, so it might not be any good. It's in our hunt for songs about places made by ordinary people.
This can't be right, can it?
This is from BBC London. Let's see, I don't know.
Always attracted some of London's more eccentric characters, and now...
I've got a feeling this is going to be awful, but like done awfully by idiots, as opposed to done well but still bad by idiots. If that makes sense?
I think it might be a bit... It's going to either be a little bit rubbish, a lot rubbish, or not rubbish at all.
We have an equally eccentric film document...
Oh, by the way, can I show you something? Lino is a piece of trash. I want to ban Lino when he comes in. I want Lino to come in so we can ban him.
Lino has got a lot to answer for.
He's a scumbag, right? So Lino says, you've got to get this. This is an Arcade 2020, right? It's a Chinese bit of kit. It's an amazing bit of kit, right? It's tiny. It's smaller than I thought. It's that, right?
Yeah.
And you get a memory card. You put it in. It can play pretty much anything up to and including PlayStation 1, Dreamcast, and N64. I think the N64 emulation isn't going to be very good. N64 is a really tough machine to emulate. But I want to play PS1 games on it. So Lino said, you've got to get this. You've got to get it. It's going to blow. So I've got this, and I've ordered a memory card full of games.
So you're going to be fully tooled up.
So I ordered this last Monday. Wednesday he gets in touch. You want to get this thing called the Retroid Pocket 2. I said, what? He said, yeah, you want to get a thing called the Retroid Pocket 2. I said, right. Is that better than or worse than the Arcade 2020 that I've ordered because you told me to? Oh, yeah, it's better.
Oh, Lino.
You absolute fig. You fig. So I've got this.
I would say he was an enabler, but actually I think he's a dealer.
Well, then I emailed the Retroid Pocket 20 and did the whole, they're in France, did the whole, I've got 102,000 followers, Twitch, all of this stuff. Could you send me one? And they didn't reply to me.
Very
so
French.
I've got to buy. Well, I want to buy one of those, but then that's like £80, and then you've got to get another.
I
memory
think
card.
Lino should buy you one.
I think Lino should buy me one.
Yeah.
I think Lino should buy me one. I think Lino should, but I've got this. The other one looks better.
Christmas is coming.
Would you get me one for Christmas?
No, I'm saying wrap it up for someone else.
Just turned it on for the first time. Oh, Goodly, what does it say?
Goodle, it says.
Goodle. Emulec. I wonder if it's got any games on it. Would you buy me a pocket? Is Lino in the chat? Here we go. Oh, it's got games in it.
Oh.
Has it got Dreamcast in it? Holy jackamole! All right. Oh, have I pressed the wrong button? So it's got games on it already. Whoa! You're about to see
nothing.
Oh, you can't see it. It's going to play Jet Set Radio, the Dreamcast game on here. This is what? Hang on, where's the volume? Where's the volume, Kath?
I don't know. It's not my thing.
Well, it's not my thing.
Let me have a look.
No, don't touch it. You'll turn it up. You'll turn it off. I know what you're going to do. You think I'm a numpty?
Well,
look, it's playing Dreamcast. It's playing Dreamcast.
All right, so you're back in the game then, are you? And it's got flashing lights on the back.
Let's look at them.
Isn't that woman from Too Funky? Isn't it?
It's playing a Dreamcast game.
All right, okay.
It doesn't play Saturn. Oh, it's quite glitchy. All right. Let's finish the show quickly because I want to play this. Don't have to turn it off.
I've got an idea.
Don't have to turn it. Hang on.
Oh. Flipping it.
I'm trying to turn it off. I'm really trying to. I'm genuinely holding the off button.
What's it called? Says Jessie Wayne.
RK 2020. Lino's a piece of trash. So let's have
some fun on Hampstead Heath.
On there. Tonight's Untold London film was made by composer Benjamin Till.
This is going to be
a lot of fun.
I hate London. I really hate London.
I liked it. I was getting used to it.
I just think London sucks. It's so up its own arse. Oh, we're London. We're London. We're London. We're London. And we're better than everywhere else in the bloody country and the bloody world. Yes, right. We're London. That's what it is. And it gets on right on my lizard.
I quite liked it. I thought it was snazzy.
Yeah, well, man.
But I wasn't from there.
Exactly. No, I'm not from London.
Well, you are from that end, aren't you?
That end.
You all sound the same to me.
The finalists in our competition, which enabled people to make a short film about life in the capital.
And I hate BBC London.
Why?
Because they do crap like this thinking it's important. And it's not. It's not.
It's important to them.
It's stupid. It's dumb.
Make of it what you will.
We will.
Oh, buddy. Buddy.
Thanks for the permission.
Buddy. Hampstead Heath is a beautiful place. Jack Straw Castle and Kingston House. What's it called? Kenwood House, is it?
Oh, you know it. What's happened there?
She's
just
fallen
woken
for
up
a
in a
bush.
bush. Oh.
Hey, by the way, everyone in this video is now dead. Well, if they're not now, they will be tomorrow when I finish them off. That's a joke, TOS. Retroid Pocket 2.
Oh, except for that idiot with the flipping balls, with his balls out.
I bet he's got like a little rat's tail as well. Look at him trying to outdo Bowie.
Give me the child.
The sun is glowing in the east.
Hang on, how's that floating? That ball's floating. That's mad. Is that on a string? How's he doing that? He's got a floating ball. Hang on a minute. Is that ball magic? Because it's just floating.
I think it might be his magic way of touching it.
It's just floating. That's good, actually. I like that.
You in?
It stretches across the sky and makes us wish that we could fly.
No, never wanted to fly.
It's another perfect day.
Oh!
No!
Kath, it's another perfect day.
God, COVID's.
There we go. I want to see the decision in their face. He's thinking, hurry up and say, I've just got to snog you. I've got to snog you. Come on, finish that. Finish it.
She went.
It's even sunnier.
He sings.
Oh, so when they're kissing, he's inhaling, ready to.
He's doing a suck up kiss. These dirty, dirty perverts. It's another.
Also, look at that natural way of putting their hands over each other.
It's even
She didn't know what to do on their face then. Look. Do it again.
Oh, I'm doing this is all night.
She sort of went.
There.
Oh, she's trying to keep it all on the end of her lips so she can wipe it off after.
It's even sunnier than yesterday.
Yesterday. But instead of a D, there's a T. Yesterday. Grandolazio says, I swear, if I see side parting Martin, I'm ending it.
He doesn't come that far south.
He was on yesterday. Hello, Woodland Pixie. A holiday.
Why are they peeping out of a big
Vagina. A big wooden vagina.
a WAP? Step. The W stands for wood.
Oh, is that what WAP is? Wet ass pussy. Okay. I didn't know it. I thought WAP was like fap.
I think the A in that is confusing. They should keep that out.
I thought it was like fapping.
No.
Is fapping what I think it is?
Yeah.
Is that fapping?
Yeah.
I'm fapping under the table.
No, stop it.
Okay.
That's TOS.
Okay. Terribly over sexy.
You need to find a place to get away.
It is nice, Hampstead Heath. You ever been there?
No, and I've never been
Used to go
inside
there a
the
lot.
trees.
Used to go there a lot. Used to go kite flying. Went sledging there. Went cruising there. It's nice. It's nice, Hampstead Heath. Parliament Hill. That's the place to go. And you can see all over London. It's a really stunning place, but it's full of dickheads like this singing songs.
Somewhere the sky is blue. Somewhere to dive into and
Stop it. No.
The hell is he wearing?
I
I never did that.
No, and I've swum in a lake. Well, I kind of floated in it when we went on that liquid leisure thing. Not fun.
No.
I got it all in my ears.
Would never do that. I've never done that. I've never done that. No.
yourself in light and lift your spirits to the highest.
Whoa! How did he get that kite up?
It's a stunt kite. They're serious business.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Was that from the ground? Yeah. I don't think you guys can see. That was astounding. Look at this action. He gets the kite up from a standing start. Come over here. Hang on. A standing start. Look at that. Look at this. He's the master of the air.
What is he doing with that dog?
You don't want to know. I would suggest that dog's just bitten him, and that guy has released the bite in the only way I know how, which is the way I told my kids earlier on today. So if you ask my boys now, how do you stop a dog biting?
You
they
hit
know.
the reset button.
Finger goes right up there. That's what I think. His finger's still up there.
Where in the world would you find some?
I'm terrified I'm going to see someone I know in this, because this was kind of near where I lived for a long time, and these are all very drama-y people, which is what I used to be. Is she in a towel?
Yeah. Different dog. Same bloke, different dog.
But look what the dog's doing. He wants to eat his balls. Look.
He's got a pedigree chum in his crotch.
He calls it pal. He's got a bonio. There we go. We got there in
There
the
it
end.
is.
There we got there in the end.
Where in the world are you still free to be who you want to be?
I like
I don't
him.
know what he's insinuating there.
I like him. I didn't think I was going to like him. I don't like him as the red guy, but I like him as the guy on the left. He's like Tiny Tim. He doesn't give. Oh, you can't. Sorry, guys, you can't see. He doesn't give an F. This guy. He does not give an F. Look at him. He couldn't care. Doesn't care what I think or what you think. Doesn't care. I love it. That freedom. He's dead now. There you go. It's not Jules Holland, I don't think. No. No. There we go.
Are you still free to be who you want to be? It's just a
magic.
She put it inside her baby. Is she pregnant? No.
No,
It's
it's
blow
just
it
a
up.
frill.
Let's see where she did it. Where?
Magic.
So she's got the card. She's going forwards. It's gone behind her finger.
Don't spoil it. It's magic.
Well, it's not. It's gone behind her
let it be
finger.
magic.
Well, she shouldn't do it in knowing that in about 15 years' time, 20 years' time, there would be a format where we could slow things down at will online.
You make me sad.
Mm.
You make me sad.
So let's have a look at the back of your hand.
See, I'm doing it and I'm not getting a card.
Yes, because you've not got a card behind your hand. There she has. There it is. Hello, mate. This bit's good. That bit was genuinely brilliant. When that was like Divine Comedy. Ba-da-da-da-da-dum, bam, ba-dum, bam, bam, bam. That was great. That bit.
Yep.
That's brilliant. I want to write. Can someone write a whole song around that?
Brilliant is a stretch, but it was all right.
Who's emailed us? Someone sent us another one.
Will this never end?
Stop sending us these.
Right.
Ben, we'll be in touch tomorrow. We got your email, Ben. I think we can help each other out. Don't you worry about that. All right, here we go.
Another perfect day. It's another perfect day.
Apart from all of these twats singing.
I think it's in breach of the country code, all this noise.
Almost the country code.
Don't do that. You'll fall off.
How is that? What is that book resting on? Has she got like a rod on her knee? What is going on? That's such a weird shape. I love it. I'm quite enjoying this one, to be honest. I could listen to this.
Would dare to stop and stare. They're juggling underneath the giant table.
Okay. Now, why is no one just like having a sit down?
Well, they can't get up on the chair. It's too high.
Why are they all doing activities, is what I'm saying.
When was this? Because I have never seen that.
Table and chair.
And I've been going to Hampstead Heath for years. I used to live not that far from there. It was great. The weather was nice. You fancy going up to Heath for a picnic? And I have never seen big table. You can just type in Hampstead Heath big table.
What else are you going to do? The time we had one, so I'm guessing it's not
Time
there
we had
anymore.
a giant table and chair on Hampstead Heath. 2014. Oh no, just aren't dinosaurs made? What year?
It's not there anymore.
2005. Oh, I was clean. I was living in Muswell Hill, so not far from there. Okay.
You missed it.
Or paint a masterpiece of sun-drenched Kentish town.
Oh, this guy. He's on Parliament Hill. You can see all of London. Look at that view of London. It's stunning. Absolutely. Oh, look at his picture, though.
Yeah.
What is... Guys...
What can he see that we can't?
Well, lots of yellow, and that is... What? That's amazingly nothing like London. Sorry, guys, I think I need to do another advert. So if you've not subbed, unlucky. Unlucky.
Someone's put, it's a picture of the fires of hell.
The joke I made has come true. Cruising, for those of you who don't know, Hampstead Heath is famous for gay men
Picking each other up.
cruising. Now, it's where George Michael got caught. Now, here's the thing. It's not all of Hampstead Heath. Most of Hampstead Heath doesn't happen. There's a bit, I don't know, because every time you get a cab past it, the cab driver will go, that's where all the gays go and hang out, if you know what I mean. There was
why do you know?
Pub there called Jackstraw Castle, the beautiful big old pub by a roundabout that got turned into flats. Anyway, it's near there somewhere. In fact, it's between the Jackstraw Castle and then if you go round to the bottom of that hill, I had a therapist there for a long time. There's the, I think it's the Old Butcher's Hook. I think it's the Old Butcher's Hook. I think. And so it's in between there. So that was just to clarify, that is a representation of gay sex.
It doesn't look as exciting as I imagined it.
No, the old Bull and Bush. Thank you. It's not the old Bull and Bush, and it is. Is it? No, it's not the old. It's not the old Bull and Bush, is it? Anyway, it's the old Bull and Bush. He's musing. Right, Jesus! Look at the size of this dog. The size of that dog.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Flipping it.
Going to eat her. Dead now.
All dead. Yeah. Well, she dies in seconds after this.
Oh, now this is London. This tosser. Just go out on your skates. Why have you got to have poles?
William, thank you for the bits, and it's very kind of you, and it's appreciated. I'm loving. I genuinely like this song.
They're trapped.
Such loyalty and unity. It's just the perfect way to spend another.
I do remember the giant chair and table.
Perfect day. It's just the perfect way to spend another perfect day.
London is a very diverse place.
Yeah.
I counted one black person in this, because yet again.
No, but it's North London. It's quite posh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's posh and white.
But also, this
It's
is
quite
obviously
white.
like a BBC. Hey guys,
Yeah.
who wants to get involved in this?
No one from the BAME community, because they've got sense. I should clarify, you can, of course, get posh people from the BAME community. What I meant to say was North London, particularly then, was very, very white. Highgate still is. Hampstead, not Highgate.
We love that here, and thank you to Benjamin Till for making that. Now, the man with a difficult job...
Now, did you hear that? Just listen back.
What, one person laughing.
Someone's laughing in the background. Someone is laughing.
Till for making that. Now, the man...
Everyone's taking the piss. I genuinely think, certainly the best one we've had.
Oh no, Coventry Market.
No, I would put this.
No.
All right.
Thank you to Benjamin Till for making that. Now, the man with a
They're in
difficult job of
hysterics.
following that is Peter Cockcroft. Peter.
Peter Cockcroft.
I thought that, I appreciate people's efforts and all that, but I thought it was limp.
I'm going to get the proper AlphaSync logo back.
What do you mean this isn't it?
I mean, I'm going to put this AlphaSync logo on every page, because I've just realised it's not on every page, and I don't want them to confiscate my computer. Flipping heck, it's 10 past. We're missing Alan Bezic.
Oh.
Right, let us go and find someone to raid. I enjoyed that. If you've got any more of those, please, please, please keep them coming. I absolutely... oh, look, we've got some logos for... Oh, it's got proper logos.
Some lovely things here.
Oh, we got proper logos from Paddy. Thank you. I know that Ben sent some stuff earlier on as well.
Yep.
We'll have a look at those tomorrow. I enjoyed that tonight. I enjoyed bits of it tonight. I love talking to Jenny so much. Let's go and do a raid. Let's not do music tonight. We've done a lot of music. Or Twitch. I don't want to do Twitch. Don't forget podcasts. Daily podcast. I thoroughly recommend you go and have a little look-see at the podcast. Look for the Late Night Alternative, Acast, Spotify, iTunes, where you normally get your pods. Let's go for just chatting.
Just chatting.
Can't do low to high, so let's go from high down to low. Hang on a second. Thank you for the bits. Paul's, Dixie, William, I've mentioned. G Station, thank you for the sub. Atari, thank you for the bits.
Wayne Williams, thanks for resubscribing.
Thank you. Mike Cassiers, thank you. Loco is here. It is appreciated. So we like to go and find someone who hasn't got many viewers, has got their cleavage covered up, and is sort of over 18. I like the idea of raiding kids, and sometimes I do it if I'm doing a daytime stream and it's not such a big crowd. Then occasionally I might. I think going in with 600 people, 500 people, I think is a little bit unfair, and can be a bit intimidating. And it's not what this is about. This is about two things really. It's about you and us maybe finding someone new that we like, something that we would not normally see, but it's also about bringing a little bit of joy and excitement to the person that we've raided. The last few we've raided have been over the moon.
We've made their day.
That girl last night.
Yeah.
Didn't know she was going to be any good, and then she was talking about singing. And there's always a chance.
Yeah.
They might not be very good.
And she was great. And I noticed you followed us on Twitter today.
Ah, good. Okay. She was absolutely brilliant. She opened her mouth. It's like,
she's going to be all right.
This is going to be lovely. All right. We're sort of in the area now. So, anybody you see, Catherine? Is that what you're drawn to?
Yeah.
We're both so in tune to this now, aren't we?
Maybe we can also enter my stream deck blocking my my keyboard. So
Oh, this is exactly it, isn't it?
Oh, here, response message. Why is there a response?
We're in. We found someone.
Why do you need a response message? It's right here.
Let's go and make this young lady's
I
day.
appreciate
Be
you
nice,
being
please.
very
Be
Yeah, be
nice. We get
cool.
told when you're not.
So thank you
And
for
if someone's
coming back.
overtly or overly obnoxious, we block them from this channel because there's no need.
Like, I want
If you
to
like,
introduce my
click
mission,
follow.
and also have it
Makes
be
their
a
day.
conversation and a-
She looks like a very nice young lady talking about mental health
balance my energy.
and fortune telling. I mean, it really is the ideal thing. Thank you, everyone. We're back tonight at 9.
See you tomorrow.
Tutty bye.
Thank you.